All right.
Let's do this. Can you help me convince Lauren to download Twitter?
No.
She says no.
Oh, what does downloading Twitter represent to you?
Yeah, Lauren, what does downloading Twitter represent to you?
A waste of my time.
A waste of her time, she says.
Well, I I thought we were wasting our time too until someone got their business
Really good
ended.
things with Twitter too, but and like that's like you guys. Like me personally, like I'm just like I like to live in the real world.
She says she likes to live in the real world.
And I don't need to post that online.
We have different philosophies on it, though. So
I think it's good for us to have different philosophies on it. It makes us stronger to be different.
yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Okay, so let me. I've invited Peter. And if you wanted to, you could also send this Twitter Space link to maybe one of the folks you were considering as well on Bumble
Oh,
as a
okay.
reply. It could
Okay,
just be
fine.
one person, you know?
Well, I don't. Okay, I'll just test it. Let's just do it. Okay, fine.
Yep.
All right, I just sent it to one.
Good job. This is
Thanks.
moving moving everything forward one step at a time. It's not easy. It takes
Yeah.
guts.
Um.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi, I'm in. Okay, I wasn't sure if my internet was rugged.
No worries.
I
Welcome.
thank you. I actually don't know what this space is about, so I sort of came in to see what y'all are doing. But I loved your Terry Pratchett quote, so I was like, let me see who that person is. Send.
Oh, okay. So you're already part of the inner circle then. Hey, Allie.
Yeah.
Victoria joined the space because she saw the Terry Pratchett quote.
Oh, fantastic! Kindred spirit.
Kindred spirit, yeah.
What's your favorite book?
What's your favorite book, Victoria?
Oh no, now I'm gonna. I know I've read Terry Pratchett when I was a child, but I don't. You're gonna kill me because I don't know. I'm mixing. Is
Uh,
he's not Ringworld?
I was so excited.
Oh
Nah,
no.
not just joking.
But I'm here to learn. I like science fiction a
Yeah,
lot. I'm so sorry.
yeah. No, no, no.
No apologies. He is a trickster. He likes to make fun of people. Don't
Yeah.
feel bad at all.
Sorry. You're talking to the brains of the operation. Victoria, Allie, Victoria.
Hello.
Well, and I figure this might be a Bitcoin world area. But no, I liked the actual quote as well. But tell me, what are Terry Pratchett's biggest books? Because I've probably read them.
Oh man. So I'm gonna.
Light Fantastic is the first one. Witches Abroad is my favorite, as well as Guards, and Small Gods. But he also, so the Discworld is his main series, but he also has other series that he talks about other things. So the Discworld is a series where everything, the entire world lives in this universe where all of the planets are discs sitting on the back of a turtle, sitting on the back of 4 elephants, sitting on the back of a turtle.
That's what I read. I've read that. So there we go. I do know it. It's just my
You
memory is
probably
bad.
read The Light Fantastic. That's one of the first ones that introduces the whole world and kind of gives you a layout of what everything's like.
So at the top, I posted the theory of narrative causality. If you like that, you'll love Terry Pratchett.
This one's my favorite book.
Wild. Wild.
Witches Abroad's my favorite.
Wild.
I think maybe because I'm a witch.
Oh my god. I thought it's so funny because you read so many books and you're like, yeah, I've read books. And then you get introduced to Terry Pratchett, it's like, oh, I haven't read anything yet.
Well, I'm literally going to the library this week, so I will pick it up again. I might read it again. When I read it, I would have been like 14, and I'm 48 now. So
you're gonna love it so much more now.
It's such a different book. This is like, it's basically like English Simpsons.
It's a delicious human satire.
Oh my god.
In the form of fantasy. It's so delicious.
He's making insurance jokes in the first paragraph. Like, it's nuts. Yeah.
but not as I remember. Yeah, like a more literary Douglas Adams kind of thing.
Yeah.
You guys are nerds.
You're a nerd.
You're a nerd. Yeah, so you know Lauren?
We follow each other. But
What's up? How are you?
But spaces are so odd, and I'm fairly new to Twitter. So yes, we know each other, but obviously not in the world yet.
Brian, are you there? Are you on dash time right now, Brian?
No, the Syndicate has the word dating in it, and I had to come see what this was all about.
Ah. Brian, are you betrothed or are you single?
I'm definitely not single, but you know how things can get in this group of conversation. I had to see what that tagline was actually going to do.
Allie, can you tell Brian, because you know Brian and now you know Lauren, how would you describe to Brian what the experiment is?
We're kind of taking from an ecological view of human interaction, where we're going to have a space where we talk about things and have our listeners observe each other for possible romantic entanglements.
Mrs. Unicorn, how the hell are you?
I love. We're just trying to find a love connection. That's what we're doing here. Spreading the love. Mike and I can't keep hoarding it all.
Oh, so there's a pineapple outside your door then, isn't there?
I forget what that means. What does that mean? Is someone going to tell me what a pineapple means?
Swingers.
Oh, hello. You know what's so funny? So my students, I don't know what it is about me and why my students feel the need to tell me everything that happens in their lives. But one of them strolled in, grade 12 student, so he's 18. He's like, Miss Tanya, I had a weird situation happen this weekend. I'm like, oh, go on. And he's like, well, I was supposed to be out all weekend with my friends, but I forgot something at home, so I went home. And all of my parents and all of their friends were dressed up like animals. So he was describing a furry party that his parents were having, and I'm trying not to kill myself laughing.
Wow.
Life is wild.
I want Mrs. Unicorn's laugh as my ringtone.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I clipped it, so now he can have.
Oh, fantastic. Noel Fielding actually told me he wanted to bottle my laugh and keep it on his dresser.
Yeah.
My proudest moment. I love Noel Fielding.
So, Mr. Unicorn, yes, I'm on dashboard time.
Have you fully recovered?
Fully recovered, and yeah, just been grinding on the schooling.
Oh, that's right, because you have the real estate license exam coming up.
Yeah, that's it's coming up. Hey, quick question, real quick.
Yeah.
Have you talked to NFT?
I have not seen NFT in my.
Hold on, I'm in the blockchain.
Oh, I have.
You're not in the blockchain. If you can hear me, I'm in the blockchain.
1 second. Check.
Okay, go ahead one more time. Sorry.
Is it it? I haven't seen NFTs in months.
Yeah, okay. Got a hand raiser here. I don't think we hand raise in this group.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Sorry, guys. As a Scottish person, can I please ask the person who told the furry joke to elaborate on that? Because that is literally one of the funniest things I've heard all day. And also, whoever that laugh was, that is intoxicating to my ear, at least. So, can you please repeat the story and elaborate on it? If that's okay.
Allie, what was the story again?
What story?
It was the furry party, and someone laughed so
Oh,
hard.
the furry party.
The Furbies.
Yeah. So can you tell that story again?
Oh, yeah. My students will come in and tell me the craziest shit that they get up to.
Sorry, is that Brian speaking right now? The person speaking?
Way. He's like, Tanya, I had the craziest thing happen to me this weekend. And I was like, well, what's up, dude? And he's like, well, I was supposed to be out all weekend with my buddies, but I forgot something at home, so I had to go home. And all my parents and all their friends were dressed like animals. And I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, oh my God. And he proceeded to describe the party. And I'm like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry, but your parents are having some fun. Like,
that is like chicken soup for the soul. You're hearing you laughing at that, man. How the fuck did you speak to that child and not laugh like that at that moment in time? That's
oh my
fantastic.
God. Well, I've had 20 years of children telling me the most ridiculous stories. Like, one of them was like, hey, Tanya, we have like funnel parties.
That's
And I was like,
fantastic.
what's a funnel party? And they're like, well, you know, when you get a funnel and you put alcohol up your butt because it avoids your liver so you can't get caught by the police. And I'm like, there's so many things wrong that you're telling me right now. But the first question I have is, do you have your own funnel? And they're like, ew, why would we have our own funnel? I'm like, you're sharing funnels.
Oh my
Children,
God.
there's this thing called STDs.
Oh my.
Oh,
Then you
God.
make sure to get your own
man.
funnel. And also, breathalyzers work because we expel alcohol out of our lungs. That's how we get rid of it. So even if it goes up your butt, it's coming out your mouth. Like, they're like, so the eye drops don't work either? And I'm like, what do you mean eye drops? So like, when you put alcohol in your eyes, so you absorb it that way. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Whoa.
Yeah, these are the things that children tell me.
That's true though. Apparently, if you absorb alcohol in the eyeball, it goes in like a certain amount of times faster. But I would not recommend it.
Well, the reason is that it avoids the liver before it hits your system. And that's a bad thing because the liver takes up the bad things. But if you're putting it straight into your eyes, it's going straight to your brain.
Right. You've told quite a good story, right? And I'm presuming you're probably not meant to tell that tale because you're a teacher, as in like the whole thing about students. Can I tell you quite a funny Scottish story?
Yeah.
Now, before I say it, do you understand my accent? Because if you don't, I can do a generic American one.
No, it's lovely.
Is there anyone who doesn't understand?
Yeah, I just want to make sure because it is quite hard to understand. I'm enunciating my words so bad. Years ago.
No, we understand everything.
Yeah. So I think our understanding, we get a little more on the accent.
Canada was invented by you guys, so
Yeah.
Oh,
who's Canadian?
Oh, we are.
We're boots.
Toronto.
I love the fact I said a boots and you said Toronto. Oh, didn't even mention it. Class.
Hey, I'm not your buddy, friend. You're not my friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
We're like on boats. It's more like a boat.
Swear to God, I can do terms and Philip. No problem. Hey, bless guy. But, however, my uncle, who is a bit of a dick, right? No, but a massive dick. At one point in his life, he had a bit of turmoil and he went off the rails and he drank pretty much I don't know what you guys would call. What would you guys call a full bottle of vodka? We call it a litre. Yeah. Because I know you call it like a fifth and fucking. So imagine someone drinking a full bottle of vodka and then jumping in their car, right? Not advisable, and I'm not condoning it. He was an arsehole for doing so. But he was pulled over by the police for erratic driving, and he said one of the funniest things I have ever heard in my fucking life. So the arresting officer, when he chapped on his window, as is UK policy, he went, would you please blow into this, I don't know what you call it, a breathalyzer? And my uncle replied, I certainly would not. The policeman said, why would you refuse to do this? He says, because I'm fucking pissed. He was arrested on the spot. But I thought that was absolute comedic genius by an absolute dickhead. Did that make sense? In a Scottish chat, that would make more sense, to be honest. Apologies if it made no sense in Canadian terms.
No, it made sense.
Now, after the fact, when he was arrested, when he got there, right, they asked him his name. He said, let's just say Jota. Okay. Date of birth? 13th of August. What year? He went, every fucking year. Now, the policeman apparently laughed so hard, right, at that, he literally, got preferential treatment because of how fucking silly he was.
Sorry, Joda, I was just curious. Are you single?
And are you asking,
Yes. Not for myself.
He's taken. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm just curious if you're single.
I'm recently single, right? And do you know something that is killing me? The amount of American ladies that the time difference for you guys in Canada. So at the moment, right now in Scotland, it is almost 20 minutes past 9, right, in the evening. What time is it there in Canada?
It is 4:17 p.m. or 16:17.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 5 hours between me and you guys, right? The amount of women that I have had since I've said that I'm recently single who have messaged me from America asking me to come over as if it's like fucking the next street away has been ridiculous. And the weird thing is, it's purely on the basis of my accent, which I think is quite cool, because my accent to me sounds like shit, but to you guys apparently sounds quite pleasing to the ear.
It's a biological thing. We can't help but be attracted to different DNA because it would cause more variety in our children. So the very fact that you speak differently literally means that you have different DNA, which means that any offspring that you would sire would be stronger. So that's where the attraction comes from.
Well,
and it's an innate thing. We can't help it but hear accent and think, ooh, babies.
I agree wholeheartedly, because I love the thing is, right, if a Canadian is in a room with an American, it's for me to hear the difference is it's quite selective and quite hard until they say, we were talking about, the minute that word comes out, I go, Canada, straight away. It's so easy for me to hear that. That's the only differential. In fact, can I just ask you guys, as Canadians, right, if you were in a Canadian in a full American chat, but there was one random Canadian, would you know by their speaking that they're Canadian if they didn't say about?
So we have different references. I think our sense of humor is a little different.
Mhm.
We're more a little along the lines of British.
Oh,
So
you guys,
Yeah,
can
I think-
can I just absolutely say that right then? I'll drop the mic. Canadians are far, in my opinion, far superior to Americans.
Far to what?
Americans. Far superior to Americans.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, we're far north, let's say.
It's cold up here.
I'll agree that we're far north. Hugh, welcome. I know we've talked about a lot of fancy things in the past, quantum computing and VR. One of the things that some of the people in the space want to know, and I apologize for asking, is, are you single?
Happily married.
Apologies, ladies. I did my best.
Was that for me or you?
No, that was for Hugh. What do you? Any observations, Lauren, so far?
Hey, Jenna, are you in Glasgow?
Sorry, hi Hugh. How are you? I am just outside Glasgow, my friend.
Like Paisley or somewhere like that?
Oh no, that's a shithole, mate. That's a shithole, mate. I am from a place called Hamilton.
I've heard of Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, dude. Are you from the States? After me saying that Canadians are far superior to Americans.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina, but I grew up in Edinburgh.
Well, I've actually got family in Charlotte. Well, I had family in Charlotte, North Carolina, believe it or not. So
yeah, but I grew up in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Whereabouts in Edinburgh, my friend?
Newtown.
Sorry, did you say Newtown?
Newtown, yeah.
Right, so you've done well. You've done very well.
And I lived in Leith for a while as well.
Sunshine on Leith. Exactly. My heart was broken. Sorry, I'm not going to go into a full actual onslaught, but genuinely, mate, I'm going to give you a follow. My God, fucking hell. You've got like 40,000 followers.
Uh-oh.
And you've gained another one.
Oh, there you go.
By the way, please follow back.
I can take up a little bit. I'll be back soon.
Ah, come on. Follow back, though, cunt. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm so sorry, guys. Apologies. That's Do you guys know him?
Yeah, we talked to him before.
Ah, cool. He seems like a really nice guy. It's so weird that he came in to talk to me because he's from Edinburgh. And if he's from Edinburgh and from where he's from, and he's verifiable via the blue tick, then he's done very well in life. Like, think of the roughest place in Canada, right? Like, the roughest place you can think of, and then think of the roughest place after that. Where he's came from. And Edinburgh is quite rough. So, fair fucks to you, my friend. That in Canadian, that's fair fucks, my friend. You've done well. Yeah.
Hey, I'll speak about the singleness. That's amazing. I think that's great. And I love the idea of a scientific analytical experiment. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
and the ecology and symbiosis and Aristophanes' Symposium of Love about it.
that's
My God.
okay.
I have
Well, I'm
literally.
single. So, but I'm looking for a woman. So if you know any single women in
Oh,
Florida, send them my way.
Allie, where are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Where me? What?
Where are you
Florida.
in the world, Victoria?
Oh, I'm in Florida. I'm not going to be more specific because I'm
No,
not
no, no,
engaged.
no. That's more than specific.
I was just trying to think of
I got
any lesbian friends of mine that I would want to set up with you because you're lovely. And do I know any lovely lesbians in Florida? That's all I was thinking
That
of.
enjoy Terry Pratchett.
That enjoy Terry Pratchett.
Here's the thing: if we set up the Terry Pratchett dating site, fucking over.
It's fucking over.
Over.
Filters out
Victoria,
so many people.
Filters out so
Victoria,
many people.
can I ask you a quick question? If I was suddenly at this point in my life to identify as a lesbian, could I come and join you? It's a joke, by the way.
You can
It's
come
a
join me
joke.
for a beer. I love your voice.
South Beach, Miami, Florida, man. Nah, can I just ask you seriously? I was with my partner since the age of 21. 15 years we were together actually. So it's a long, long time. So just the fact that you asked, "Are you single?" I was like, "Shit, fuck is this guy on about, man? Is he trying to get my pants?" I don't know. I have no idea. But yes, I have. Honest to God, like the time difference is 5 hours between here and Canada. So I'm presuming in Florida it's about 8 hours, maybe. Victoria, would that be right?
No, we're
Maybe what?
actually in the same time zone. Me and wherever Mr. and Mrs. Unicorn are from. We're in the same time zone. So it's 4
Okay, cool.
16:24 here too.
It's so funny because there's literally so many Americans, right? But because when I go to sleep, right, for example, if I go to sleep in the next half an hour at 10 p.m., I wake up the next day to all these messages from all these women from America going, "Your voice is lovely. I'd love. I cannot repeat some of the things that they write because it's literally disgusting, but in a good way." But it's literally one of these weird ones because I'm thinking, if I moved to America, I think I would do very, very well.
Well, no, I wonder if that's what we need to be doing is opening up our spaces in different time zones because the whole accent thing.
Oh,
Well,
you're talking about the follow the sun model.
Yeah, follow the sun.
yeah, very similarly. So, to be honest, it's one of these ones because if you are of a certain, I don't know, a certain country, there's only certain people that will be involved. Right? For example, America has like I don't know, is it 350 million people just in America, not including Canada and everywhere else, roughly. Scotland, literally, in my whole country, we have 5.5 million people just in my country.
I mean, don't have in Canada. There's like what 1 million? I'm just joking, but like we have like no people up here.
What?
How many people are in Canada?
20? No.
What?
40 million?
We have 40 million people in Canada.
Nice.
Right,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, we have in Scotland, right, as big as Scotland looks on a map, we have 5.5 million people. That's it. That wouldn't even fill half of Manhattan.
Hey, Victoria, what are kind of some things that you're looking for in another human being?
Huh. Okay. Let's see.
Pleasant smelling vagina, I'm presuming.
What does pleasant mean to you? Because that's,
you.
dude, okay. There's some people out there that like a lot of different things.
I am looking for somebody, I guess, who can put up with a nerd reader. Somebody likes to go. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm going to sound like the boringest dating ad of all time. Somebody who likes to go out to concerts and discuss pop culture, and is a feminist, and is funny. I don't know. Likes to go hiking. I am stereotypical hiking boots kind of lesbian, so like that kind of stuff.
That doesn't sound boring. That's lovely. Who wouldn't want to read a nice book while going on a hike? and discussing lovely literature. That sounds very sexy.
Can I just say, Victoria, you have described my perfect woman, but as a lesbian.
Well, I'm sure there's straight ladies out there like that. I love the Scottish people in like that's the only time I've ever gotten to speak to a Scottish person is through Twitter Spaces, and y'all sound like on my wavelength. I you know what I mean, like but I've run into a lot of Scottish ladies. I'll throw them your way, Hoda or Joda, Joda or Hoda.
No, do me a favor, please don't send them my way, because every time someone said this, I went, cool, yeah, that sounds good, and they went, oh shit.
Well, maybe you should be inviting some of those ladies into here, Joda.
No, right. But here's one for you, right? Are any of you guys a fan of Star Trek? This is a really random question, right? But
Which one? There's so many.
The movie. The movie that was made, I think, in 2013.
The Chris Pine one?
Yes, that one, yeah. Now, I am not a fan of Star Wars or Star Trek, but apparently I was speaking with a girl who was an actor or actress, depending on your definition of the terminology, and she decided to follow me. She has 90,000 followers, and she decided to follow this little fat guy from, well, no fat, but this little small person from Scotland. Now, it's a really weird thing, right? I can post it in the net so you guys can see it, right? Her name's Gianna Simone, apparently. So I woke up the next day. I was literally out with all my friends on a Saturday night, and I decided to jump in an American Space for a laugh to show them how my friends how this works, because they're not on Twitter, they're Facebook and Instagram. I had a quick chat, very similar, very reminiscent to this. I don't think they ever actually spoke to each other, to be honest. But she decided to follow me anyway, and then sent me a message saying, "Look, thanks very much. You were very funny." I was like, "Thank you very much for the follow." And then I clicked. See the way Hugh's got that wee blue tick beside his name, which means he's verified by Twitter. Yeah. Does that make sense? Sorry, this accent's very strong.
No, it's not the accent that's strong. So, Victoria, have you been meeting people with those characteristics, or is it just not the right mix of body, being, and those qualities?
Oh, it's because I haven't. I mean, it's because I haven't left the house. I mean, I don't think Twitter is the way to meet the love of your life. So I have to go get out of here and go do things.
You actually have to do things. There's so much internet dating, but I get that.
Yeah.
Well, I find I cannot believe I'm talking about this with the utter stranger, but yeah, it doesn't. The internet dating does not work for me. I mean, I don't know how to use it right or something. I don't know. And also, yeah. So that's sort of, I have to go out and just, talk to women. And as I'm older, I'm finding that weird because I don't want to be creepy or whatever. So hopefully soon I'll be moving to a larger metropolitan area where there's more of my type. Because also it's not straight stuff where you can just, there's an underlying, you guys know, if somebody hits on you, but I don't want to be the creeper who's hit, unless somebody has a blue mohawk or a Labrys tattoo, I'm not going to go up and talk to him,
Well, speaking as a human who isn't born female at birth or signed female at birth, I find it very flattering when I get hit on by women. So I don't know. I would say just shoot your shot, because it's flattering.
Yeah. At least the conversation would be better.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've been hit on by guys before, and it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but we're talking about ladies here. And being hit on by a lady, I don't know. It's nice when a beautiful lady comes up to you and it's like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" That's totally flattering.
Yeah, I'm a lesbian magnet myself, and I'm not bothered by that. It's like a human being. What
And
the
I
hell?
think culturally, it might be easier for us to buy each other drinks than it is maybe for a man to buy another man randomly a drink. So I would say, Victoria, shoot your shot, man. Get
Nah,
out there.
to be
Buy
honest,
some ladies some drinks.
Yeah.
All right, I
to be
will.
honest,
Thank you. This
in,
is a great
in Scotland,
conversation.
in Scotland, if someone says, if some man says, "Can I buy you a drink?" Yeah, of course you can, pal. Because you just think he's being a nice guy. You don't think he's wanting to literally like put you through the headboard later on that evening. If that makes sense. It's maybe different with ladies, to be honest, but it's no something that really happens so much in Scotland. If some random guy wants to buy me a drink, I'm like, cool, happy days. I'll buy you one next. We're
But
no
how would
thinking.
you feel if the guy who wanted to buy you a drink was gay?
Honestly, it's happened to me before, and I genuinely, and this is probably going to blow your fucking mind, right? It's happened to me before. I was in, my cousin's gay, right, and he's a professional dancer. So I've been out in some like proper actual gay. I know this chat's recorded, right, and I'm happy to say this. My big cousin is a professional dancer, and I've been in pretty much every gay bar in Glasgow with him. Some of it's a bit weird, to be honest, and it's quite. I don't know how you would explain it without sounding harsh. Like, just there's so many effeminate like gays, to be honest, and he's not one of them. So I have had people grab my arse and say, "What's your star sign?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" One, that's fucking sexual assault for a start, and two, you think arbitrarily aligned fucking constellations define people's personalities? You fucking weirdo. He went, right, cool, buy him a drink.
Okay, so we do understand that there's a difference that exists between the dynamics of men doing it to men and women doing it to women. I think we've established that. That's fine.
It's one and the same, mate. It's the exact same thing. I don't care if you're a male or a female.
Yeah, I don't think Victoria's about to go grab ass at the bar.
No.
Yeah, he's worried about the introduction, not the physical assault.
I don't think you have to worry.
To be honest, you asked
Hey, Victoria, live your life. Don't let me,
Oh no, I got to start grabbing ass. Is that gonna work?
Hold on.
I think that's the Edinburgh special. That's why they have the Fringe Fest in Edinburgh.
So
yeah.
Oh my god!
It's not even for the comedy. The comedy is shit. It's just they want to grab each other's butts. I mean, and they just invented a festival so they could,
listen, right? You asked me a question and I gave you the honest reply. If you don't like the answer, okay. I'm so sorry. Right?
It's almost like the Edinburgh Film Festival is like the Purge for people who want to grab each other's butts. It's like a place that they could do it for a week. It'd be interesting to take the idea of the Purge, but like not so serious. Like you'd be like, all right, so everyone gets to wear a skirt if you want to. You know what I mean? You feel like wearing a skirt, and you're a dude.
Right. If
for this week,
if this is a latent homosexual reference to a kilt, then I'm not impressed.
All right, I'm a dumb American. What is the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
So am I okay to reply to this? As the only Scottish person.
Absolutely.
Right. So the Fringe Festival is basically it goes on for a couple of weeks, almost a month, and it's basically, I don't know how you would describe it to Americans or Canadians. It's essentially a festival where there's so many different things going on in terms of like comedians, like comedic acts. People can do stand-up comedy. There's like musicians, fanfare, and all that kind of stuff. And it's literally it's fantastic. It's the only good thing about Edinburgh, and I'm sure Hugh, if he can pipe back up at some point, who is from Edinburgh, will tell you
it's the largest arts
probably
festival
the best thing about it.
It's the largest arts festival in the world, basically. It's basically it's basically a trade show for the performing arts, for theater and comedy and live music. So artists go up there and put on a show to get discovered, and they rent out church halls and it's a bit of a zoo actually. Yes.
Hugh, as a fellow Scot, right? I'm going to say two words to you, right? Well, I'm going to say two things, even I should say. So Edinburgh tattoo, or military tattoo, Highland Cathedral. Hold on, Highland Cathedral.
Okay, I know the Edinburgh. I don't know Highland Cathedral. I know. I've been to the tattoo though.
He in disguise just a troll.
What is that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think that's Joda's mating call.
Yeah,
Hugh, I think Joda's interested in you.
To be honest with you, genuinely.
Joda enjoys singing, actually.
Okay.
I do, yes, I can sing. Oh my god, are you
Everybody loves a family idiot, but we haven't decided whether or not we're going to love it.
Dan. How are you doing, Dan? Right, see, before I leave, right, can I bless you with, I think Warren knows this, right, I can sing
Got a
as a
tune.
black man.
But it
Very
makes you think about
convincingly.
how to drown you out. Part of me thinks I can say the alphabet backwards. I'm sort of a letter Z.
Not a single
Don't
person.
the letter
So,
Y.
That's
if you don't,
the
I'll
most
draw a letter Z
American
and a
thing
water
I've
Z.
ever heard in my life.
And it happens when you
Prove you're
get two
not drunk.
peanuts
Say
and
the
a pickle.
alphabet backwards,
You want to
motherfucker.
float it to Zealand. Problem is
yeah.
that right up too many lines.
Dan,
Makes it
Yeah,
one.
it's bad.
Dan,
So,
do me a
Lauren,
favour. And speak English.
something happened that I didn't expect to happen. What
What's
happened?
that?
What happened was that we met Victoria, Lauren, Victoria, Lauren, and Lauren is single in
Lesbian,
Florida,
pals.
I'm
and
not in Florida.
no,
And
but
Sandra doesn't know that I'm
Wait.
single
Hold on.
again.
I want to hear
Sandra,
this
I'm
out.
single again.
so Victoria is in Florida, and she's single, and she's looking to meet other women who may be interested in nature and Terry Pratchett and everything in between.
Wait, Terry Pratchett?
Yes.
Oh, shit. All right.
Wait, Sandra's in Florida.
Yes.
I am, but I got enough problems. No offense, Victoria.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, I'm like, oh God,
Shout out
I mean,
to
not
Sandra. I didn't
yeah.
realize your followers. Thank you. Can I just ask the host, why are you trying to set up this girl?
Happening?
Is this some kind of like random American fucking X Factor where
No,
you're
that's
trying
the
to set
point
up
of the
one
space.
lesbian with another?
This is the point of the space. See, it's at the top. It says dating. That's what we're doing here. But I think it's kind of cool if Sandra and Victoria are both in Florida. You could be each other's wing ladies.
Oh, right.
Oh
There's nothing like
my
being
God,
talked
man.
up by a woman to another. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no.
I would be very,
That's
very
fine.
Wing
happy to
womaning.
facilitate that, dude.
I'm sure I could find her a better person that would value her privacy and not spill her personal problems online in a space to the entire fucking world. That's a good friend, and I'm a good friend. I have class. So yeah, I'd love to help Victoria find, the woman of her dreams. I'm good at pairing people up and knowing like who is going to work well with who.
Can I just quickly say to Victoria, right, as a fellow single person who's not a lesbian, I'm not a lesbian, and I'm not trying to jump in your Jimmy Jammies here. I'm just want to say, if your second name is actually McCaslin, that is a fantastic name.
Well, thank you.
You're
I
very
love it
welcome.
too. I love it.
It is part Scottish, part Irish. And it is a very, 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 very much like mine. It's a very, very, very unique name.
It is, and there's a great architect with the same name, and so I always take pride in that.
Can I tell you my second name? I swear to God, you're gonna think, nah, he's taking the piss. But it's Googleable. You can Google me if you wish. My second name is actually McCrum, which is the most Irish name I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Joda, I have a friend here. Her name is also Lauren. And she's a fan of all of these things that you're saying. She's giggling over here for you. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
100%. Put on. What's friend's name?
Her name is also Lauren.
Her name is what?
Her name is my name is Lauren, but her name is also Lauren.
Let's call her Bobby.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
See, look at him. He's so. Can I just say I find you very upfront and hilarious, and I was just cracking up. No, I was just literally just listening here, like it was like a little, not even paying attention, but like I could hear your little accent and like what you're saying is straight to the point and just like making. I was like, oh, check for that guy. Like what he's saying.
This is right. This girl. Let's say off air Lauren is the name of this friend, right?
When I heard you, I was like, I like him.
Yeah, of course. Lauren, can I just say this, right?
Yeah.
We'll call your friend your friend. So Lauren's friend is the reason I cannot move to America, because I will end up impregnating so many girls.
Oh, you're lucky she didn't. You listen to what he just said. Here, say that again.
Right. So off air Lauren's friend.
Tell her why you can't move to America, Joda.
Because with this accent, right, and it's happened on a couple of occasions when I've been there. If I moved to America, I would have so many
babies,
so many girls impregnated. It's frightening, purely on the basis of an accent, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, honestly,
However,
your accent was what really just caught the attention. But what you were saying, you were just, and I liked how you said like Jimmy Jammas or Jimmy Jamma, whatever you said. That was hilarious. I thought that was funny.
Jimmy Jamma.
Yes,
yeah.
And you know what? That's funny.
So that's my friend Lauren. You guys can just call her Bergen. It's easier.
Oh,
where is she from?
She's from Virginia. We've known each other since we were children.
I figured the way she said like wool.
Lauren, can I just
wool?
ask?
I mean, I recognize the accent.
Is she on Twitter? Because she is. Tell her to hit me up, dude.
What do you mean, wool?
Right. Play it back. She says wool.
What were you talking? You said wool?
Like, what is the actual word? Spell it. Like, what was I saying?
I have no idea.
No, and I have a tendency, like, if I hear someone speaking in an accent, I'll like mimic it, like not like. Not subconsciously, like what is the word when you're like
consciously?
I don't mean to be doing it, but I'm just like
subconsciously, you mad American folks.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, oh, and I'll just be talking, and I love BBC. I mean, I'm completely like from Virginia, so I was born in California, but like lived in Virginia forever. But like, I'll do little things with my voice.
She likes what she's saying, guys.
I likes when I'm cooking, I pretend I have my own cookie show and speak in British. Okay, like that's what I do. But
she just hit my boobs.
No, I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just saying I recognize the accent.
There was now two Scottish people in this.
I'm trying to.
Jota.
Sean, I'm grafting here.
I feel smashing, mate. I've just took 10 different tablets, man. I am smashing.
Right,
I took two morphine. Took two morphine.
Lauren, I'm inviting some of my friends.
Two diazepam. Two diazepam. Two morphine.
Sean.
Six paracetamol. Two diazepam. Two morphine.
What's up, DJ?
I feel smashing.
Wait, is this the same Sean that is like for Sean and Joda show, Sean?
No.
I feel high as a kite.
He is. He's higher than a fucking eagle's nest, man. He's out of his tits.
If you took what you just said you took, you need an intervention.
I just had surgery. I've just had surgery. I need it.
I'm gonna lay down a little bit.
Okay.
To be honest,
y'all got her all worked up.
Oh no! Hold on.
I didn't mean to, and I meant it as a compliment.
Who got me worked up?
Oh, not in a bad way, like in a good way.
No.
Like in a good way. She's all excited.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Who's gonna get me worked up? That's the question. It's almost 5, and no one's got me worked up.
Well, Deanna
cares.
It's almost 10 here, dude, and I'm worked up by Lauren's friend.
My jaw's dead.
By Lauren's friend.
My jaw's spinning.
So there's a Modest Yahoo concert here tonight, like literally right down the street. I think we might go ride beach cruisers.
Laurie.
What?
What's happening?
I'm happy. I'm at the beach. I have my family. I have my friends. Like,
Dude,
I'm not alone in a foreign state.
You're lucky. I can't fucking chew. I've got no gums.
Let's go to Modest Yahoo.
Oh my god,
Lauren.
man, Sean.
I can't
Sean.
even bite my own fingernails. That's how bad it is.
Lauren. Lauren.
Hey, did I hear
Doesn't matter.
somebody say modest
Yeah,
Yahoo?
do it. Do it.
I
Do it.
can't
Do it.
even
I'll get
fucking
ready. Come
pick
on,
my
we'll get
own
cute.
nose.
Come on, we'll ride beach cruisers.
Sean,
I can't pick.
stop it. I'm trying to grapple Lauren's friend, right? Calm down.
Mate, I can't even pick my nose, mate.
Shorty swing my way.
Yeah. Damaji pants banging, by the way.
Jesus.
Let's go to Modest Yahoo. Come on.
Yeah, Kevin.
It's gonna be so fun. Come on.
Yeah,
What
I
was
keep
that?
hearing that you can see Modest Yahoo. I'm like, get out of here
Yeah,
and go see
Patrick.
Modest Yahoo. That's awesome.
Patrick.
Oh shit! I didn't know I wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we heard that shit, motherfucker.
Patrick.
I might not go, but we might go.
No.
Why would you
you
not
should
go?
Yeah, you gotta go. It'll be
Then,
fun.
before you leave,
Well, I gotta
motherfucker,
convince
please
them
send
to
me
come too.
DM.
I'll go. I gotta get
DM me your
ready, but
friend.
there's like a
DM me your
bunch of
friend's
like
number.
guy friends from high school that are looking me up that are going up there, and they want us to go.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
I do too.
Who? Me too. I love me too.
All right, Lauren. I'm inviting my friend Quinn.
Oh, you mean I don't
Okay.
mind.
I think I know Quinn, but okay.
My jaw in a mad wine.
And by the way, I actually don't really want any dating connections. I didn't know you guys were going to
Yeah,
follow
we're
through
just
on
fucking
that.
around. Yeah, of course.
I'm with Sandra on this.
Lauren, can I just say this as a Scottish person with an American accent? I swear to God, I didn't think about that shit either. But your friend sounds hella nice.
She is hella nice. She's great.
Can I tell you something,
Yeah,
Joe?
cool.
Lauren, meet Quinn.
I'm
Quinn,
stoning in
Lauren.
my bedroom.
Hey, Quinn, what's up?
I'm stoning in my bedroom doing 10 keep-ups. My jaw is doing cartwheels.
Can't man. Right,
My
so,
jaw's doing cartwheels and I don't know what to do. My face is swollen, but I
Quinn, you know
gotta
how
tell you.
when we go to do stand-up comedy together, and there are people that are bombing, and they just can't stop bombing, and they want to leave on a joke, and nobody's laughing. Meet Joda and Sean. That's them.
My jaw is swollen. I got something to tell you. I am fucked, and I don't know what it is.
Can me and Sean do a very quick Scottish duet? If that's
My
okay
jaw
for
is
the
swollen.
host.
Joda, what do you have to say to my friend?
I've got a jaw right here.
I
My teeth
love
are flying out. My jaw is
I wish I
swollen.
was in America
I've
right
just
now.
took 10 diazepams and off
Sean.
my nut hey ho. My jaw
What
is
is
swollen.
happening in here?
I say my jaw is swollen. My teeth are flying out. My jaw's doing cartwheels.
I don't know, 4?
I guess I need to screen that, buddy. I'm sorry.
Because Annabelle won't need one, right?
Yeah.
So me and you.
So Quinn, you understand what
Andrew,
happens.
Lexi, and Lorelai.
So Quinn, you understand what happens when people are bombing, right? They just can't get a laugh, and so they just keep talking, and that's like the 6th minute, and the 7th minute, and the 8th minute of a 5-minute set.
Connor's the one. He's working.
And
He's
it's
Get us backstage.
Right. Can I just before you
How
kick
many
Sean,
VIP
right?
tickets can we get?
Before you kick Sean, can me and him do a
Nah, you're not
Scottish
kick
duet?
me, man. You're not kick me. I'm the Prime Minister. I'm the Prime Minister. You don't kick me.
Sean. Peace rings to the
They call me Shireen, the Prime Minister.
Are you all enjoying this? Are you enjoying the talking over each other and just mumbling?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I can begin. But I need a certain song.
Sean, man.
My jaw is spinning, my teeth are sore, my teeth are flying out, then also.
Fuck!
Like turning the
Joda,
bar in here.
Sean. I had to mute everyone for a second because I just couldn't handle it. What, Lauren?
We can get 3.
Okay, perfect. Get 3.
No, 3, and that's it.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do 3.
Okay.
Go. We'll get some gummies.
No. No.
Okay.
My teeth are flying out, my jaw's doing cartwheels. Shireen's got a toe, is it?
Lauren, meet
That's
Quinn. Quinn, Lauren.
Right.
What up, Quinn?
Oh, I need to brush my teeth, man. I need to brush my teeth. But my jaw's all swollen. Oh, you bad.
Hey, Quinn.
Joda, Sean, do you guys live close to each other?
Aye, we do.
Aye, very, very, very close.
Aye, I could go see him right now, man.
Do you guys live in the same house?
He's my son.
I could go
believe it
see
or
him right now with no jaw and I'll still kick his cunt in.
Are you in the same house?
Yes, he's my son.
Lauren!
So
He's your
sorry.
son.
Yes, I'm so.
Is this
Twitter
bitch
son.
fucking deaf?
Maybe, I don't know.
All right. Well, this is my fault. Do you want me to boot him?
Oh my god, man! I'm so
No,
sorry.
we love
I'm
Joda and
so sorry,
Sean.
man. I'm so sorry, boys and girls. That's it.
Can everybody behave and not talk over everybody else, please? Thank you.
Sandra, I'm gonna
I'm
put my
only
kids
laughing.
inside you.
Lexi.
Sandra,
Yes.
I'm so sorry,
how
man.
are you?
Hold on.
How are you?
Doing fine. How are you?
Do you want to get him out of Scout
Not too bad.
Good, good.
Hill? He's that guy
Good
that
shoes.
sings, that song Lorelai used to always sing.
What? What?
Like your shoes.
Wait,
On
Sam,
the
man.
souls of the innocents, blood and
Fuck the IRA. Fuck the IRA. Fuck the IRA. Lauren.
Do you want to go see Mama Shaw? He was playing it. There was some right.
Oh, fuck off.
On my left, I've been waiting for. Right now, tonight. Do you want to go? Okay, well.
I'm leaving this race. It's been good meeting you guys.
We gotta be there by 7. Lauren.
You're all fat.
Yeah.
We have to be there by 7.
By 7?
Oh, wow, it's fun. What's going on, Quinn? What are you saying?
If we want.
Man, I'm here. I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in this spaces. This is the weirdest spaces I think I ever joined.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
there's been some drinking involved, I think, but maybe they'll get it together.
It's I met Lauren, right?
Yeah, what up, Lauren?
Yeah. She might not be by her phone. But Quinn meets Sandra, counselor.
What's up, Sandra? I think I've been in the spaces before with you.
Yeah. Hi, Quinn. Good to see you. How you doing?
Always. Good. Everything's good. Just it's working as usual.
Yeah. I mean, we always have a good time when you're here, so it's good to see you.
Oh, I try.
What's the latest, Quinn?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be like 2 more weeks, maybe 3, before the album's fully complete, and then it's a wrap. I'm gonna put that shit out.
Quinn, can I ask you, have you ever heard of a freestyle rap?
Sorry, one more time?
Sorry, a freestyle rap artist called Harry Mack.
Are you asking me if I've heard of a freestyle rap artist because I'm a nigger? Is that what the fuck you're asking me?
Well, that's a fucking stretch. No, I'm a massive fan of a guy called Harry Mack, and I was just asking you that. That's fucking Jesus.
Hella racist, bro. You ain't asked me if I read any books. You ain't asked me what I studied in college. You ain't asked me none of that shit. You asked me about rap. The fuck is that? You didn't ask Lauren about rap. You didn't ask Sandra about rap. You didn't ask Dan about rap. You didn't ask nobody the fuck else about rap.
My God,
Jiggy,
man.
what the fuck's going on in this spaces? He ain't gonna ask me about no books. Can you explain to this guy I read?
I have been listening to Harry. Well,
now I'm getting a crush on Quinn as a lesbian. I'm getting a crush on Quinn.
Yeah, I kind of want to ask Quinn, where can we buy drugs? No, I'm sorry.
Quinn, yes. Have you got? I had actually.
I'm kidding. That was
bag.
blatant.
Quinn,
even I'm laughing
racial
at the drugs
profiling
one.
there. Sorry.
Even I'm laughing at the drugs one. Even that one's funny. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Quinn,
that shit is funny.
Have you ever heard of a guy called Harry Mack?
I have not heard of anyone named Hanny Mac. No.
Harry Mac, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're saying,
is
but I've
special.
never heard of them. Just ask me about
Right,
books,
have you ever
man.
heard of...
A nigga reads over here, man. I go to the library. Ask me
Man,
about that
I'm
Wow,
shit.
man.
envious that you can throw that word around. I can't use that. That's
Why would
not
you drop
fair.
the N-bomb, man?
I'm pretty
That's
sure the
fucking
guy
epic.
asking me this question uses that word when black people aren't around. But let's keep
Not,
it 100.
not. Well, that's your ignorance, my friend. To be honest, in Scotland we don't use that word
Ignorance?
at all.
You just asked me if I heard of a freestyle rapper. That's the first thing that came out of your mouth. And I'm ignorant. I'm the ignorant one?
It says.
I can't believe how ignorant I am.
It says you're a stand-up comedian.
Dude, you just need to look at that. Look at the
Listen,
seal on your shirt, man. It's on the label,
I
dude.
swear to God, dude. If you're a stand-up comedian, you must not be making fucking much money, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're right. I'm very poor. You're very right.
I don't give a fuck if you're rich, poor, or indifferent. I couldn't give a fuck. Don't play
You don't give a
white
fuck if I
power,
read books
motherfucker.
either. You don't give a fuck if I read books either.
Right, do me a favor, right? If you want to get that arsey about it, can you tell me the definition of the word amendment?
I'm just saying, when you first talk to people, right? You gotta be aware of your surroundings, right? Like,
It's true.
if you're talking to a black person and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, "Do you know a freestyle rapper?" Black people are gonna feel offended. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's all I'm saying. Like, if I wouldn't ask a 350-pound person if they know a good place to eat. Like, I wouldn't ask them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put it out there. Like, you can be defensive if you like, but realistically, you didn't play that one right, and everyone here knows it.
Let's just go on the basis that your
Hi
point is
ho,
correct, right?
hi
You're a stand-up
ho,
comedian. Tell
it's
me your
off
fun
to work
joke.
I go. I'll shag your mom and shag
Well, if
your
you know
dad.
anything
Hi ho.
about stand-up comedy, it doesn't work this way. It works on a stage in front of an audience and a crowd. So if you're asking me to tell you my best, let me finish what I'm saying. If you're asking me to tell you my best joke, I'm not going to, because that's not how comedy works. Right?
It kind of does, mate. As a part-time comedian
Thank you
myself,
very much.
yes.
As a part-time caller said, listen, you should shut the fuck up.
The co-host, Lauren, does anyone ever assume you're kind of like a bimbo or dumb just by looking at you? Is that what happens? Because that's literally what just happened to me in race version.
Shut up.
I'm a lion in sheep's clothing. People underestimate me, and it's fun.
Hopefully
Yeah,
I
I know what you
fucking,
mean.
you know, ask
I
me
know
to
what you
get
mean.
me fucking sandals on and fucking...
This is great. Hey, Michael, thank you for adding me to this one. This is a really good one.
It is so.
I didn't know I was
going to do a
answering questions
PhD
about
on
rap
this.
all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Jesus
somebody's
Christ.
going to do a PhD on this space. Well, if you see how the natural Edinburgh interacts with the natural Black Canadian, you'll notice that. Right? Fucking get that old man from National Geographic to, yeah, just get David Attenborough. Well, if you notice how the natural Edinburgh man interacts with the natural Canadian black man, you'll notice all of the misunderstandings that happen. Let's watch the tape, and then they play the recording.
He's like, finally, I can ask all my rap questions.
I
know about rap. How could? Hey, look, it's racist. You didn't ask me about rap. That's my favorite freestyler. You didn't ask me shit. Yeah, come on.
About rap.
Quinn, he asked me to sing a country song with him if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, and because you're blonde hair and blue eyed. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and he asked if he could be a lesbian so he could date me when the first thing he said to me. So
and he DM'd me about my friend that's here.
I mean, listen.
Which is cool.
I mean, you're attractive. I mean, obviously he's going to do that part. I get that part. But, I mean, come on. Would you really ask,
he doesn't know what my friend looks like. They were just chit-chatting on here.
All right, I got you. I get what you're saying. A little weird.
Wow, man.
Little weird.
Are you guys...
And for the record, my friend says she can, and I agree with her entirely. She is good looking.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Fucking mutant.
I'll tell you guys a funny story. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. So, a friend of mine, she got two
You
kids.
dickheads, y'all
And
fucking.
the two kids are like, they're like young. They're like maybe like 9 and like 12 or something, right? And so they're going on a plane, and they were sitting in first class, and there were these two black guys who were also sitting in first class. And I mean, they had everything. They had the Louis Vuitton fucking luggage. They had the fucking Versace shades. You know, they had the Beats by Dre headphones. They had chains. They had fucking nice watches, whatever the fuck, right? And so the two kids said to their mom, they're like, yo, like, Mom, maybe those guys are like famous or something. You should talk to them. And she's like, I'm not talking to no random black people. And she's like, no, just talk to them. You never know what they're about, whatever. And ask them, maybe they're somebody, you know? So she goes over to the two black guys. It's a true story. I can introduce you to. Sorry about that. My phone cut out. It's cool. So anyway, it's a true story, and I can introduce you to the people who were involved in this. It's the absolute truth. So anyway, so she goes over to them and she tries to strike up conversation, you know, and she's like, you know, I got two little kids with me, and they think you guys are like famous or something, or are you guys like basketball players? And they're like, nah. And she's like, oh, okay. Do you guys like think music or like rappers? And they're like, nope. And so she goes, well, what do you guys do? And the one guy looks at her and says, couldn't say doctor, could you, bitch? And she turned 10 shades of white. Like, she couldn't believe it, right? And so she kind of like, you know, scurried back to her seat. You know, sorry for bothering you today, whatever. And so later off, when they're getting off the plane, and they're picking up their luggage or whatever, she's like, hey, I just want to apologize again. And the one guy said to her, he said, this is the problem. You asked two things. One is sports. One is entertainment. We are so much more than all of that. And they were two doctors, literally. And he showed her the credentials, and she's like, yo, it changed my life. It was a life-changing experience for her. Because she understood that. You know what I mean?
Quinn, just quickly, as a right of reply, right? You thought that me asking you, as a black man, have you heard of this freestyle rapper? Is that racist, right? I have posted, hold on, bear with me, right? The best rapper ever to live, you would probably have to agree, is a guy called Eminem who's white. I think the guy in the chat that I've posted is better than him. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it. That's all I was asking, my friend. Nothing to do with your skin colour, how much melatonin is in your skin, what part of Africa that your family were fucking lifted from. Nothing that scandalous.
Right. I understand. I understand what you're trying to say. I'm just trying to let you know that if you don't ask everybody about freestyle rappers and you only ask the one black guy who enters the room, it kind of is suspicious. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to open your eyes to this. I understand you're trying to listen. I understand you're innocent. You're not racist. I get it. I'm just trying to let you. Don't fight me on it. Don't fight me on it. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to learn you something here. If you ask the only black guy who enters the room about rap and nobody else, people are going to notice, especially that guy, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to show you. It's just, I don't even hate you. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying going forward in your life, you got to be conscious of your audience. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go up to somebody that is in a... Let me finish. Why is this guy talking over me? Why are you talking over me for? You're not even listening. When you talk it out, you're not listening. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go to somebody who's got 360 pounds on them and they're in a scooter and just peel them over and be like, yo, what's up? You know any good places to eat? You wouldn't ask somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to say. I just got to this room. You guys been here. And the only person that was asked about rap was me. I mean, you can justify it if you like, but you could admit, hey, you know what? Might have been the wrong move. And that's it.
Is that Quinn is like a skateboarding, like
BMXing. French
speaking black man. Like, he's so
Genuinely, this is going to sound terrible, but you actually look like the guy in the video that I posted.
Sorry, I look like the guy from where?
You look like the guy in the video I posted, so please do me a favor. Do yourself a favor, not me. Watch the video. You'll be amazed, genuinely. And the guy who is, he's got, I don't know, 2 million followers. Not that makes
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's almost like you explain your point, and then he even proves it further.
Because
Like
we
I
all
thought,
look alike.
like dude, this
Michael,
guy's
we
taking
all look alike.
3-pointers from the logo at this point.
We all look alike. That's why. You look
Yeah,
like
I
the guy
get
I
it. And
know.
it's like, hey,
I'm
Joda,
pretty
I
sure I
saw a
look
movie.
nothing like this motherfucker. I can't wait to look at the video. It's
Hey.
probably some light-skinned black guy with freckles and
Yeah.
short hair. And fucking nigga's got a big-ass nose. He probably posted a video of Will Smith and said, "This is what you look like." It's a video of Drake that he posted. You kind of look
Joda,
like him.
you look like every person who's won an Academy Award for Best Male Actor for the past 40 years. Yeah, is that true?
Name out your fucking mouth. No, Quinn, genuinely, right? I promise you, if you haven't seen this guy, this is the guy doing overtime.
3-pointers from the logo at this point.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
No, seriously, listen. It goes on for about 8-9 minutes, right? Listen to it, and I promise you, you will
Steph
be a
Curry
better
with
man
the
for
shot.
it.
It's like Quinn made his point, and then this guy's like, this guy's good at shooting 3-pointers, and this guy's like, really? I'm gonna show you a 3-pointer, and he sets on the logo and he takes a shot. He's like, oh, really? You think that's good? And then he starts moving behind like half court. It's fantastic.
Right.
I'm here for all of it, by the way.
Joda, do me a favor and just tweet me the actual
I'm here
video.
for all of it.
Hold on. Joda, do me a favor and tweet me the video. All right, so that way I'm gonna retweet it if the guy looks like me. Okay.
It's in the. Is it not on the dialect? Son of a bitch. Apologies. Bear with me. I'm going to apologise to you in front of everyone because it seems as though you think that I stereotypically genderize you because
it's
you're
not
black.
what I think. It's not what I think, my friend. You did this. And it's
Right,
something
cool.
you should be conscious of going forward. Don't apologize for what I feel. Apologize for what you did. It's not what I think you did.
Right, okay, that's fine. Listen, I'm man enough to say to you, cool, I apologise.
And it's all good. I'm not mad or anything. In fact, I find it kind of comical. Let me tell you something, Joda. I used to DJ at a strip club, okay? I DJ'd at strip clubs for years. And let me tell you something. I was the only black guy who worked at the majority of the strip clubs I worked at. And I'll tell you, the amount of people that came in, to me specific, they'd be there for half an hour. And they'd see me specifically and be like, excuse me, man, you know where I can get the... And I'd be like, really? You're going to ask me? I've seen you in here for half an hour, and you're going to ask me. Me.
Right.
And I got it all the time. And they weren't even conscious of it. They weren't even looking at it like it's a black guy. They looked at it and said, that guy looks like he could potentially, if he doesn't have the drugs, he knows where to get it from. Meanwhile, I was just a regular, cleanest guy who didn't do anything. Anybody who knows me knows I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. People have to be conscious of it. If you ask the only black person in there, nobody came to me and said, hey, man, I'm trying to enroll in school. Do you know how to get back into university? Nobody ever asks that question.
Quinn, can I give you one defense of what I said to you, right? Is not because that you're black. Like, I love rap, right? And people say to me, you're white, you shouldn't like rap. I get the reverse racism, if you will. Like when I say, listen, the post is now in the nest and everyone can view it. And I swear to God, he is the best rapper you have ever heard in your fucking life. And he's white. And he was invited onto Sway's show. Now, I don't know if you know who Sway is. Are you familiar with the person called Sway?
I am not.
Right, cool. So he is a legend and a pioneer of hip hop. Right? If you haven't been on Sway's show, Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, fucking all the rappers have been on there. This guy has been doing freestyle raps off the top of the dome, literally for 10 years. And I've been following it. And the only reason I asked you is because you're right, probably because of the colour of your skin, which is very bad. And I'm so sorry to actually say that. And I've apologised. Yeah.
It's all good, man. All is forgiven. We're all good. It's cool.
But what I'm saying to you is, unfortunately, the best two rappers I've ever heard in my life, unfortunately, are white. And when you hear this guy, he literally was put on blast. This is his biggest test to date. And literally, if you get a chance, watch the video. And
Hey Quinn,
tell me
after we're
you're not a
done
fan.
talking about music, I'd like to talk to you about fried chicken, if you don't mind.
Get the fuck out of here.
That watermelon as well.
Joda about to ask me about watermelon and grape drink right
Watermelon,
after this shit.
and grape juice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, listen. See
Hey
the thing
Quinn, you
is,
know where I can get some of those Jordan shoes?
hold
I'm really into those Jordan shoes.
What Jordan doesn't know, what Jordan
Quinn.
doesn't know is I'm a black guy in Canada. I'm an expert in white girls.
Quinn, can I just tell you, right? This is where I find Twitter quite annoying, because in Scotland, where I'm from, we really don't have a racial problem at all. You can be black, white, Chinese, fucking blue, purple. We don't care. We literally don't care. The only thing in Scotland that people care about is your religion. You could be a black Protestant and you'll get abused for being a Protestant, not for being black. It is literally that diagram.
Joda, it's all good, man. I'm totally teasing. It's all good. Just it's a little something to think about going forward, dude. I'm totally teasing. It's just...
Mate, no, because I feel bad now, because I feel like I fucking singled you out as the only black man in the room.
yeah. Now you know how I felt. Very singled out. Ooh, the rap questions can begin. Michael, add your friends so we can ask.
Yeah.
Ask him if he can swim.
Yeah. Hey Joda. Yeah. Hey Joda, I'm gonna post a picture of my favorite bagpipe player. He looks like you.
Ask
and,
his credit.
And then I'm gonna post. Yeah. And then I'm gonna post a picture of like people wearing flannel skirts, and be like, "Hey, this guy looks like you."
Remember?
And then I'll post some pictures of civil reenactors and be like, "This looks like you."
Hold on.
Ask him why he likes fat white girls.
Yeah. The thing that you guys both have in common are white
Now he
women,
got
I
a cell
guess.
phone in jail.
Yeah.
Ask Quinn
You guys can finally see eye to eye on that. See, this is how we can bring the cultures together. The mutual affection
Ask
for
Quinn
white
what it's
women.
like being pulled over.
Yeah. Quinn, what is it like? You guys probably have similar experiences, I bet, for completely different reasons. You know?
What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man?
Yeah, we're pretty fucked up. I'm a piece of shit. Look, if anyone wants to know who I am, I'm a piece of shit, okay? You don't have to come here, you don't have to talk to no one. And Quinn taught me how to be a piece of shit, by the way. He's my mentor in this.
Oh, wow, man. You got a good mentor there, dude.
Yeah, excellent mentor.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, Christ. Oh, thank you for this, man. This fucking made my day, man. Oh,
Quinn,
man. Anyway,
I'm so sorry. Listen.
No, it's cool. Just email me the video of the guy that potentially looks like me. Yeah.
No, it's there. It's literally in the nest. You can click on it.
I will. I'm not getting much of this thread. I might have to update my shit or something. I don't really get it.
It's okay.
It doesn't really show up.
I think he's A&R for the guy, is what's happening.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I got it right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. You're telling me I look like this guy?
No, I said that you sound like this guy to me because you've got an American accent.
So this guy in the t-shirt that says "Been dripping," you're trying to say that guy looks like me?
No, I said you sound like this guy to me.
I sound like him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you're more pronunciated, but this guy says he drops the N-word when speaking about this white guy. Do me a favor, right? Just fucking watch it. Just fucking watch it and tell me.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong, right?
Okay.
I just posted a video of Hugh Hefner to the top.
I'm pretty sure I don't sound like this guy. I'm gonna throw that out there. It's just a guess. I'm gonna let you know we definitely don't all sound the same.
I just posted a video of Ricky Gervais at the top.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we don't all sound the same either, but that's fine. I'll have a listen. Hey, no, you don't look like him.
Fantastic.
You just all sound the same.
Fantastic.
Quinn,
Dude,
do me a
I
favour,
think
do me
I
your-
think you
do
now
me your-
I think you have the third album now. You know?
This is
Pretty
fucking
much.
awesome.
Yeah, this is the
It's a
third album.
jolly show. Quinn,
Why won't they just ask me about my degree?
Shut the fuck up. See,
I
as a
just
comedian,
fucking-
Quinn, you're
I
really
went
not
to-
that funny.
Yo, Michael, I went to university.
Yo, Michael,
you know that, right?
You
I went
Yeah.
to college and university.
For
You know
what?
that, right?
You
For what?
motherfucker, you need to get
For
your
what?
back.
For this?
I went to college and university to
So
be asked
why-
about rap questions.
Yeah.
Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. The
I
thing is,
can't
you
fucking
had.
believe this shit.
What's so funny is that it took so long for them to be interested in rap music that you got the degree and then they don't even care about it anymore. They're like, right?
Do you know the weird thing about rap music is, right?
Oh my gosh.
Purely
I
as a
don't give a
Scottish
shit.
European person,
He's
is
still
the only-
talking about rap.
Yeah. Dude.
He's still talking about rap.
I didn't know you could take a
Still talking
three-pointer from
about
the
rap.
other end.
Invented in the inner cities
it's-
of
and it
America in the
counts.
1970s.
Yeah,
And
from
it
the owner's
counts.
box.
To ever do it are two white
Yo, this guy's
Michael,
taking three-pointers
he's
behind.
still
You know,
talking.
behind the rim. You ever see Steph Curry do that thing where he's like way in the corner behind the rim, dude? That's where the shots are from now.
Listen, why does it? He's still asking me about rap. This is so interesting.
He's been asking you
he's
about
still
rap for
talking
an
about it.
hour.
Why don't you just ask me why my lips are so big? Why don't you just
Right.
ask me that? Like, why don't you just ask me?
One, because that's racist as fuck.
Why are you? Everything else hasn't been up until this point. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think so, my guy. To be honest, like literally the guy in the video that I've sent you, right, is white. Why do you, honestly, here's one for you, right? Why do African Americans make everything about race? Every single thing.
I'll tell you exactly why. I can answer your question.
Hold on.
The reason why we make everything about race is because when we're the only black people who join a conversation, people ask us questions about rap and nothing else. That's why we make everything about race.
Right, okay. Here's one for you.
Well, that's what happened here, right? You didn't ask me about anything else.
Quinn,
you asked me about rap.
Do you think it's possible for...
I'm answering your question.
No, I'm asking you another question. Do you think it's possible to have... I don't know how you would put this in perspective, but Americans actually genuinely abuse me for being Scottish. So do you think that's racism, or is that just...
If this guy's about to talk about how... If you're going to tell me that this guy's being oppressed, I think I'm done for the day, bro.
No.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that your people
here for it
were
all.
enslaved. Listen,
I'm
I didn't
here
know.
for it
I
all.
didn't know that your people were enslaved for over 400 years and built an entire country or a nation. I didn't know, and I apologize, man.
Well, he didn't know because he was the
Hey,
owner.
listen. I didn't know that I have to give you reparations right now. I had no idea. I apologize.
Reparations, man. What
That you
the
want
fuck
40
is
acres
wrong with
and a
you
mule. I know you need 40 acres and a mule. I apologize. Holy fuck.
Right.
Hey, man. Joda, you're a victim, and I apologize, man. Thank you.
Genuinely, people like you make me...
What do you mean, people like me? Why don't you just say niggers like you want?
People like Quinn, right, literally make it fucking very hard to be...
fucking great.
No,
this guy said people like you. What do you mean people like me?
People like you.
This guy's about to be Don Cherry. What do you mean, these people?
You people. You people enter the join the conversation. You people.
Apparently, only black people can be...
it can't be anything. Yo, it can't be educated. It can't be tall. It can't be anything. It can't be. It has to be you people. So what are you talking about right now? Because we only talked about rap
He won't be able
and
to
niggas.
commentate soccer
So
again.
Do you know the definition
He'll
of
lose
the
a
word...
soccer commentating job.
And the black guy scores another goal.
Hey, that's French soccer, not English soccer.
My God, man! Do you guys know the definition?
This guy said it's people like you.
Do you know the guy? Do you guys know the definition of the word sectarianism?
Man, here's the thing. The beautiful thing about Twitter Spaces is someone can bomb for 2 hours straight.
And they'll just keep going.
Yo,
And they'll
it's
just keep going.
fantastic, dude.
And they'll just keep going.
And they'll just keep going.
And they'll just keep going.
Do me a
And
favor.
they'll just
Watch
keep
that
going.
video,
This is
right, and
amazing.
tell me that white guy
This is
Incredible.
amazing.
Incredible.
Wow.
And they'll just
I've
keep
never
going.
seen.
Quinn,
I've
as a
never
fellow
seen
comedian,
this,
right? I wish you all the fucking wealth.
And they
in the
just
world.
keep going.
No, seriously.
man.
So hope, fuck off.
And they
Take
just
This
keep
is
going.
good, man. Wow.
Americans are, on average,
The thing is,
dumber.
It's incredible.
he's used to telling the jokes, so he's not used to being made fun of, so it's uncomfortable.
No. He's used to being around all white people where the jokes work. You
Because
understand?
Oh,
He's not used to
shit.
anything
Wow.
else. Right?
Correct. That's
Damn.
That's kind of what it is.
factually
Whoa.
because we
When
don't
he's
have.
around those guys,
Right.
these jokes really work.
These are killing. You're right.
No, hold on. Hold on. Before I leave, right, he's
That's
made my
what's
point for
happening.
me. We
You're right. I
don't
see it.
have where you guys live. You have racism. We don't. We have sectarianism.
I don't know if it's more like they gather and talk so much as it's a rally. I don't know which one it is.
There is no.
But they still gather and talk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
When does a meetup.com thing become a rally?
I don't know
Is it
what
when they start walking in the same direction?
No. It's when they start burning the crosses. That's when they kind of
All right, that's the rally.
and
Okay.
get together and talk.
Factually accurate.
Right.
You know, Joda, you should change your Twitter handle to Joda the Grand Wizard. Have you thought of that?
Quinn, genuinely, that goes against everything that I stand for.
Oh man,
I doubt it. But yeah,
fantastic.
it might work. It might work.
Yeah.
No, listen, wank feast. Every single thing you've said here is accurate to a point.
Fantastic.
Thank you for this.
Dude, Quinn, do you understand that we don't even have to call it an open mic? You know what I mean? You just fucking flip on your phone. And you just host in between. Kind of, right?
What I'm trying to explain to you is he said the Grand Wizard. Yeah, the Ku Klux Klan was based from reformations by Protestants from Scotland.
Yeah, it's still trying to cover. Quinn, the best thing about this is like it's recorded, so we can share with our friends.
This is
yeah.
Here's what you should do, Joda. Joda, you should paint your face black, and then whatever questions you think to ask me, whatever the answers are, you just say them, and then just record yourself doing it.
Right, Quinn. I think you've.
I really don't see why not.
You have dragged this out so far, right? Because I
think that's a great idea.
See if you came in and says, "What's your favorite?"
I think that's a genius idea.
What's your favorite piece of chicken from KFC?
Paint your face black, right?
What's your favorite piece of chicken from KFC, motherfucker?
Now we're there. Well, now he's gone back to the way he's always been speaking, but he thinks he's speaking differently now. Are you aware of this?
You want me to speak, dude?
He thinks he's speaking differently now, but this is what you have to. Okay,
When
that question. Hold on, no, Joda, listen to me. That question that you just asked is the equivalent of I'm going to ask you about rap. That's what I'm trying to teach you. But you want to fight it, but I'm trying to tell you it's the same question.
I'm so happy this is recorded space because I remember saying, I swear to God, dude, I apologize if I offended you,
That's
but
good.
you just carried on and you carried on.
I am carrying on. I think it's hilarious.
So you're
I
not
will carry
funny.
on.
You can
That's
carry
fine.
on.
You're not the first person to tell me I'm not funny. You're not.
You are a wanker, man.
I'm okay with that.
Absolute wanker.
That's the only way you can get me, though, is by knowing I'm a comedian and saying I'm the opposite. If I said I was a basketball player, A, you'd believe it, but B, you'd say I can't shoot. No matter what you're going to do, you're always going to say the opposite.
You know something, honestly,
if I told you I was a race car driver, you'd say I'm slow. It wouldn't matter to me. That's what you're trying to understand. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. It doesn't matter to me. Like,
I've gave you a laugh.
None of it matters to me. Nobody's funny. Who cares?
This left your mouth.
I would love to. Michael, is there any way we can show Joda to the airlock? Man, I get tired of listening to this motherfucker after a while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy. I mean, if you make me the co-host, I'll do it.
I understand. Jody, do you have any final words? I think we've been having.
Joda, you know what? Joda, the floor is yours. We would like your final words, please.
No,
final words,
please. Final words, man. The airlock is there. Look, it's pressurized, dude. Here, I'll just count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Ah, there we go. Whew, that was better. Sorry about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we indulged as much as we could.
Well,
yeah, it was good though.
I hate Quinn's talent to go on this like Heckler just needs to get, he just needs something way up in that ass, man. Something way up in there,
It's that was a good one though. I thought that was awesome. What's your favorite piece of chicken from KFC? Well, how is that different from, hey man, have you heard these rappers? How is that any different? It's the same.
Hey, by the way, this rapper looks like you. Can you imagine if somebody met me and said, "Hey, I know this Chinese singer who looks like you"? Right? I know this
Quinn,
Bollywood star that looks like you. Oh, really?
It never stops, man.
All the time. And
Yeah.
like, just show me pictures, and I'm like, we're not even the same race. What have you been doing?
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
I'm here for all of it, by the way. I'm here for all of it.
I know you are.
Oh, this was great. This was great.
Drumstick. I gotta go with the drumsticks. But if you're gonna go fried chicken, you gotta do it for real. You gotta clean that shit out in the sink and get all the slime out like Mama taught you. And that's real fried chicken.
Hey, Quinn, what's your favorite kind of grits?
Oh my god!
Do you have a top 10 grit?
You don't have do you have a favorite style to make them? I go with
Hey,
greens. Greens.
Why
and
isn't anyone asking me about my cracker heritage? I'm a little upset here.
Yeah, tell me about your 10 favorite pieces of cheese.
Yeah, why isn't anyone asking me where the best gas price is? No one's asking me that.
What are the 10 best places to get a hot dog?
I'm gonna need some collards on this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's asking me what time the
crock pot
swinger
at
club
any
is open.
bar.
I
That's
know
the
when
best
it's
place
open.
to get a hot dog.
Amazing. Thank you. How's it going? I apologize
Yeah,
for a minute.
I was listening to my fellow Scott, so I didn't say anything because the guy was out of his mind.
Yeah, man, I didn't like
he
it when he was
enjoys
talking
it.
to you last time because I was like,
Yeah.
what? I mean,
it's
he
a
got a
waste.
fucking check mark in here, and he's like
Yeah.
burning all this energy on this.
Well,
guy.
it's just one of those things where he enjoys, like Quinn knows this from the stand-up scene, and he taught me this. Like, when people are bombing on stage, it's tough, and when they don't get a laugh, they don't want to leave the stage until they get a laugh, right? And he's used to getting a laugh, right? So he'll just keep talking. And I understand it, and at one point, I don't want to overhost. That's the main thing. I don't want to overhost, you know what I mean?
There are some I didn't want to say anything, but there's some class issues there as well, I'm afraid. The guy was not
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's not I grew up in Scotland. I grew up in Scotland, so I know where all the landmines are, and he's stepping over them like nobody's business. Okay, oh god, you're out of your league.
That's great, man. That is fucking great.
It's like he wasn't.
Well, it's because also like people don't know how to
Yeah.
I remember I told you this, Jiggy. I said the top 3 hardest things in the world. Remember I said this, Jiggy? The top 3 hardest things in the world for people to do. Number 1 is public speaking, and that's no bias, right?
Yeah.
Number 2 is lose weight. If everybody could lose weight or choose a weight that they wanted, they'd most likely change it to be smaller. And third and last and foremost is admitting you're wrong. Those are the 3 hardest things in the world for anybody. Remember I told you this, Michael. Those are the 3 hardest things in the world for people to do. So that's why people tend to be more defensive as opposed to saying, hey, you know what, man, I fucked up, I was wrong. Sit there, take a little roast for it, you know what I mean? And then we just laugh it off and that's it.
I don't see why
I thought it was hilarious.
I don't see why you couldn't just say, okay, I made a mistake, and then move on, change the subject. But he wanted to keep driving it home or something.
Just take the roast to be like, yeah, I fucked up. I didn't realize how bad I fucked up. All right, take the roast.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
We Scottish people don't care about it.
Well, the thing is, what was interesting is he kept going further back from the 3-point line with it.
Yeah.
That was the interesting part. And it would just like
Steph Curry with the shot, man. Steph Curry with the shot.
That's what
Let's go.
It's fun. You ever watch those
it's cooking
YouTube,
out there, bro.
Dude, you ever see those YouTube videos of logo 3-pointers and it's like 10 minutes of people just bombs away? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Quinn, are you a Stone Creek?
Anyway, I'm really hungry. I got to go to Popeyes right now.
Oh,
so how about you guys take care of yourselves?
Are you
and I'll catch you on the next space. On the next spaces. And that's it. You know, I'm fucking starving now. All this chicken talk got
Where
me
you,
feeling like I need some fried right now.
Where are you
Oh,
based?
Quinn, before you go, yeah.
I had some deep fried fish tacos today though, so I'm feeling you on that fried food Tuesday. Let's
I'm
go.
feeling it right now. Yeah.
Quinn, have you ever met Hugh? Hugh, Quinn.
Hi, Quinn.
I think I've been in a spaces with you before, Hugh.
Yeah.
But now it's official.
Where are you based, Quinn? Where are you based?
I'm here in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, okay. I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah,
I
definitely
just
been there
moved from
before.
that area, Hugh.
Excuse me?
I just moved from like South Carolina, had to drive through North Carolina to Virginia.
You moved down there for the barbecue.
I did move down for the barbecue and the pimento cheese. But
been
I
to
had
South Carolina too. Nice, man. They got the top beaches over there. And also, you know what they really have that is underrated in South Carolina? The
what?
golf courses. They have some of the best golf courses. A lot of people
Oh,
don't know that.
Oh, they do have great golf courses. Yeah. Well, now I'm in Virginia Beach, and it's nice. I'm enjoying it. We went night swimming last night. That was cool. We'll probably do it again tonight, and I'm here for it. Modest Yahoo is playing tonight, so there's lots going on here.
You know what it is? I'm just going to have to go get Chick-fil-A. That's what I need right now. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, all this chicken talk is working for me. I'm going to get some Chick-fil-A. I love you all. Catch me on the next Spaces. Nice meeting you all. Be easy. Stay racist. I mean, no, stay not racist. Wait a minute. I got to go. Fuck out of here.
Stay racist. That's funny. Oh, well.
Hugh, what do you do in North Carolina? Do you like it there? Where in North Carolina are you?
I love it. Yeah, my daughter was born about 7 years ago. We didn't want to live in Miami anymore, so we just decided to find somewhere that's kind of cheaper and nicer, basically. I mean,
nice.
And I can live anywhere because of my job. So we just moved here and just bought a house. You know, just nothing. I mean, I like the Carolinas. So, you know, I mean, it's.
Yeah, I miss the Carolinas. I've only been gone since Saturday.
Well, no, you're in Virginia Beach. That's in Virginia. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm in Virginia Beach now. I was in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay, and so you're near Norfolk, kind of near there, maybe, or.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'd miss Carolina too. That's Norfolk. Yeah.
Well, I'm not in Norfolk. I'm in Virginia Beach. I'm like on the beach.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm sure it's lovely. Are you like a beach bum, or did you?
Well, yeah, I grew up here.
Oh, okay. Because I always wondered about how people make a living on the beach. It's always kind of fascinating to me. You know.
Well, it was nice. Like, and then I moved away to Greenville, which was the mountains, and so that was strange because I was landlocked and I was used to being surrounded by water.
Yeah, right.
And it felt like really claustrophobic at first, and then it became very quaint and kind of peaceful in the mountains. And now I'm back at the ocean, and I'm like, oh my gosh, where's like the protection of the mountain? It's weird. And there's lots going on here.
Well, it's like I grew up in Scotland, so I'm used to hills. And so when I got to America, I went to school in Texas. There are no hills in Texas, and I just felt like, you know, the nature had been violated somehow. You know, you get used to what you're used to. And yeah, you know, I mean, I don't really have anything. I mean, the thing is, my family likes it here, which is, I mean, I think I've lived a lot of places in America, and the Carolinas has a very high quality of life, I think. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, obviously, it's easier. You make a good living, and you have a nice job, and you have you know, you're not married to a psycho, and you don't have, you know, there's nothing. You know, if all your boxes are ticked, it's a really nice place. So.
Yeah.
And but I grew up.
Do it.
This isn't your house. You can't just put water on your feet whenever. You left a whole puddle of water over there, like a big ass bowl.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Dan, how are you doing over there?
This was an interesting experiment,
I'm
Lauren.
present. I'm here. I'm having an okay day, Lauren. How about you?
I'm having an okay day. I feel like I snacked too much today.
Really? I liked talking to Annabelle. That was fun earlier.
Oh, she's sleeping, but Lexi's here.
Oh, that's cool.
Say hi,
Hey,
Lexi.
Lexi.
Hey.
What's going on, Lexi?
Nothing. I'm just about to get
Yeah.
somebody's about to do my hair.
Well, that's cool. Hey, can you help me draw something? I want to do a drawing really quick, and I can't draw at the moment. Can you draw it for me?
I don't know. Oh, you want me
It's
to
just,
draw?
yeah, I need to draw a unicorn, but I forget like where the horn goes. I don't know if it's like, it's not on the hump, right? It's like on the head somewhere.
It goes at the top of the head.
Well, I just need you to draw it out and describe it to me as you're drawing.
Okay, so it's basically just a horse, and it has really long hair at the top where it's like in the middle where all horses have hair,
Right,
and they have a horn at the top of their head.
right. Okay. All right. So I'm drawing this. And horn on top of the head. What about the eyes? Are they the same color or are they just?
Yeah, they're the same color. You could do them blue.
All right. Blue eyes. And like for the teeth, should they have like an overbite or is it just like a smile?
They have a bit of an overbite.
Okay. Okay. Just and their unicorns are white in general, right? They're not
Yes.
been colored in or anything. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Let me scan this in and see if we can make some cool art with it. I'm assuming Henry will let me do this. Henry doesn't look like he's going to let me do anything. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I've lost many laptops that way. The cat sits on the laptop or on the keyboard and it turns into a smoldering ruin.
Or your kid snags your new MacBook Pro and now you gotta fucking get a hold of her anytime you need to download anything that you need for life. Little shits.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
I went from just being me and Alexis to now I'm in a house with Alexis, Lorelai, Annabelle, Lauren, me. It's like all females. And it's so nice. It's
Yeah.
nice when you've been alone for so long.
It must be quite the change, though, you know?
Yeah.
Is it,
It's awesome.
are
It's
there fights over the
awesome.
bathroom yet?
Yeah, that's fun. But it's nice. It makes you realize how much you appreciate like not being like in isolation.
Yeah, it can be very painful and difficult, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's so fun and it's like everyone kind of helps each other and it's like I don't know, it's cool.
As long as it stays constructive and positive, because I've lived in sorority houses and there's always, in my opinion, there's always some sort of tension between, little groups within the group. So, you never know. But overall, I think it's a positive experience to live that way, sure.
It's important not to mix oil with water. That's for sure. I agree with that.
Yep.
All right, I tagged you, Lauren, and Dan. Dan showed me how to use Wombo, so I created a white unicorn with an overbite.
That's scary.
Go ahead, Allie.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm told. Huh?
Mentioned it.
Yeah, I know. I was going to.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Dan, I'm totally inspired. Oh, sorry. I'm totally inspired by the picture you put out with the lady with the butterfly headpiece. I'm actually practicing an eye makeup right now because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it very much.
Awesome.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that's my mom did fashion illustration kind of stuff, so I always grew up with her sort of drawing and everything, and so I don't know, I'm just always drawn to drawing and doing dresses and figures like that, and I have an affinity for like absinthe and the butterfly and sort of part of that world. At least like if you get into some of the higher end liqueurs, they have like a really cool history of like the right herbal blend that they use to do X to do Y. So that's just cool. It's cool to play with that imagery, and then it's really cool to sort of get Mid-Journey just to make stuff like that, and then find it. You kind of refine the algorithm. You refine it through repetitions, and then you stumble across a really cool piece. And then from there, you kind of play. I kind of use different programs, like put it into Wamba or put it into something else. But yeah, I love that piece, and I love the other thing I love is sort of again, this is my mom's stuff too. It's just that she had a thing for like the 20s flapper era, so I'm always sort of sucked into the Boardwalk Empire sort of 20s. Just it's a interesting era of secrecy and exposure. You know what I mean? It's just cool.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic down to the color palette. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's the
the
other
color
thing I've been.
palette is thick.
Yeah, that's the other thing I've really been kind of practicing on Mid-Journey is these extreme palettes. And at first, they would be sort of like, the prompt would be intense black to red or luminous red. But lately, I've been sort of doing luminous purple meets. And then I even have a lot more fun with the language. So it's like a luminous green palette is ravaged by the notions of, black and its detest for all exposure. You know what I mean? And so the AI is reading that and going like, okay, you can just imagine the scene in my head, what's the color palette? Well, they want to be ravaged by red. What? All right. Well, how do I ravage by red? It's just like, it's cool that you can.
Well,
direct
it sounds like you can emotionally direct them.
Correct. Yeah. And what's cool is that emotional level is actually a meta layer level that's separate from the art itself, which would make sort of like the notion of unpacking NFT all the more interesting, right?
Christian said that it's what's not on the page that gets you the part.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And that's very much what's in the Majestic, right? The thing that gets formed between folks when they get to sort of first meet each other and whatnot. And again, you don't know what the purpose is. That's fine.
I remember reading, I think it was Leibniz, and he was reading, I think, a Japanese or a Chinese writer, and he asked himself, "Am I the creator, or am I part of the creation?"
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. That's what's fun about kids. What's fun about kids is just giving them a moment to jump in and borrow their creativity. Have them walk you through their analysis. I mean, that would be a joy every day. Walk me through the analysis of what you see here. I feel like I see X. Do you see X? You know what I mean? I would be asking that all the time because I'm pretty sure it would be wrong. But yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's so imagine like when I started doing stand-up comedy, I met Quinn, and I was like, "Oh shit, can you teach me everything?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just used to, we followed each other around to like different open mics.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that open mic. That's the next thing probably too. Is I've been talking to my friend Joey here in town about trying to do like it's almost like a drum circle kind of thing.
Just find the smallest bar possible. That seats maybe 20, so it'll look like a packed house, and you have a bunch of people. Just go up and talk. Some of them might want to pitch their idea. That's fine. Who doesn't want to show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you hosted it, right, you can make fun of their pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, if people like the way that you describe it, even if you're making fun of it, they might say, "Hey, you know what? That he might have something there."
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought of what Dan just said on stage?
Well, that's being talked about this month. Actually, I was at the open house at my office the other day, and I noticed that in the bar they cleared off the stage and they had like a band there, and I was like, well, shit, I could just sit up there and do open mic day and night, where I would,
Have you ever
I'd
seen?
probably get a couple different people to go up. I would be one of them, but yeah.
Have you ever seen Mitch? Have you ever heard Mitch Hedberg's set where he's doing it with the bass guitarist?
No, it sounds funny though.
No. Okay, so it's Mitch Hedberg,
Okay.
and he's doing. Hold on. Let's see if this is it.
Dude, I fucking love.
I'll see if I can find the album. But long story short, the
Dude,
album
strategic
is him doing
realization.
It's him doing stand up,
Amazing.
and it's him with a bass guitarist, a guy with a stand up bass.
It's cool.
So the stand up bass guy is just walking up and down, boom, 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 and he's just telling his jokes. Dogs are forever in the push up position. Boom, ba doom, boom, boom, ba doom.
I love stuff like that.
Right?
Yeah,
And it's just one liners, but in between, there's just this guy, just like almost commenting, illustrating, and sometimes heckling you. Boom, ba doom, boom. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. You're right. So it is like kind of like a rim shot, but with a bass, stand up bass. So I think like with Quinn, when we were talking over Joda, right? We were just joking around. We're like, see, Quinn, it's just like the open mic. It's only like, but the guy who's bombing, when you come up on stage, he's still bombing. So now you're both on stage. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
Right? And he's still bombing, right? But it's your turn. And so you're like, well, I can't kick this guy off the stage. So I guess I'm just going to have to pick my shots. You know what I mean? And Quinn, Quinn is so fast, it's scary. That guy you realize that guy gave him so little? All that guy said was, hey, Quinn, you should hear this rapper. And just on that, he got 90 minutes.
People underestimate Quinn.
He got 90 minutes of crowd work and material off of one suggestion. Dude, that's crazy. So when Quinn goes on stage, he can have whenever he goes on stage, it could be like a completely new set. Because he's not necessarily wed to his jokes. He'll be like, if there's something in the audience, and if people keep laughing, he'll talk about that same thing all night. Have fun with it.
Yeah, that's cool. Got to get to that stage. Getting there, it's a slow process.
Well, you don't have to get there right away because he's doing 45-minute sets. You don't have to do that. In the beginning, you're just moving up from doing 5 minutes to hosting. And the hosting is the best part because you really don't have to be the best performer.
Yeah.
You just have to make jokes about funny things other people have said. It's like the best part. So if you stay as host, it's perfect.
I think just making a lot of jokes about, KC is sort of the way I wanted to sort of start most of my sets, is to sort of.
Oh, wait, KC's here.
Yeah. I wanted to roll right into sort of like, hey, you guys all know one of those fuckers that talks about FICOs? FICO. Let's talk about those fucking home loaning guys that come up to you and say, hey, I get you into an arm around 48%. That'll turn on.
I saw that guy in the back of a bus.
Joey, those guys are fucking crooks, kid. Don't listen to guys.
In my head, it's like a bench advertising that just started talking to me in the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
But we need to get the status update from Lauren on how she is processing her Bumble suitors. Lauren,
I think she's interested in Yoda. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
Boy, that's like a special plan there.
Look, I thought for sure that you guys hit it off.
No way. Who's more Lauren's type is let me see who's in the network here.
I suggested Peter. What do you think about Peter?
Ooh, Peter. That's is he fast enough? I mean, she is quick.
But he like as a foil. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like she's the
someone slow her down a little bit, make her think.
Like, because imagine like that you introduced each other, right? So you meet Lauren, and beside Lauren is the roofer, carpenter, dark AI creator. You know what I mean? It's like that's an interesting couple to talk to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Huh.
Like, what do you mean you're a carpenter, dark AI maker that got retweeted by Joe Rogan? And these guys are like, talking about AI all day, and then this guy like comes in and be like, "Yeah, I got retweeted by Joe Rogan." Oh yeah, you ever heard of Disco Diffusion? Disco what? Yeah. Mid Journey? Mid what? You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, this guy who's also more physically imposing, probably because he's on a roof all day. You know what I mean? Is also like quiet, but like maybe one of the most powerful people in the room.
So we're saying that deep down, every girl wants a roofer.
At some point in their life, I think like a roofing phase.
But do they want a white unicorn with an overbite?
That too.
That is still, we're still gathering data on that hypothesis. We got some support from Sandra. Lauren didn't care for it.
No?
It was Lexi's suggestion, to be fair.
True.
Lexi's suggestion. I wish that the unicorn had a smile.
Oh, I can do that. Hold on.
Yeah. There's like a girl train. They're like doing hair in a train right now. It's interesting. I really want to turn too.
So I am 6 minutes away from my mortgage real estate space. Should be interesting.
What are you guys going to talk about?
Mortgage and real estate.
You don't sound excited for it. What are you going to talk about? Hey, guys, I'm about to have a space. Hope you guys show up. Where's it about? Mortgage and real estate. don't oversell it, Casey.
Dude, it's funny too because like I actually get pumped up for these spaces. They're fun, man. Leslie's a great underwriter. She's crack shot with the information. So like, the guidelines on that. Oh, blah blah blah. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, blah blah blah. Like,
oh, that's helpful. Yeah. It's almost like having somebody with all the footnotes.
Yeah,
and all the like explanations in the margin.
Dude, it's so awesome because like most underwriters are so shitty to talk to. They're such miserable people, and she's so pleasant and so nice. What you eating, Dan?
Oh, sorry, my mic is on. I'm eating. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm having a.
Glad you mentioned that.
Hold on a second. I can tell you this. This is one of my favorite chocolate bars that I love. Cadbury's Dairy Milk Chocolate. It's quite exquisite. And yeah, I need some chocolate every now and then.
So, on the last space, we broke down the distributed cooperative. Space before that, we went through condo conversions on multifamilies and commercial properties.
Yep.
And
chocolate's still better. Keep going.
I don't know what subject I should enter into tonight. That's kind of the theme.
We could talk about our superpowers, but I think that's been done.
I think I'm gonna do the dirty and ask that we talk about VA veteran lending, military lending loans.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So let me ask you.
Hold on, let me change out of
what's
my
the
toga
solution?
outfit. Jesus.
So what's the solution, Casey? You know Zach. If he could actually do something with it, what would you tell Zach to tell his lieutenant?
As far as VA Linden goes,
As far as a goal of helping individuals in the military procure their home.
dude, there's so much there, and there's so many variables. It needs to be one-on-one. So I guess my advice would be sit down with somebody and do some talking. Start figuring that shit out now. Like, start gaining exposure to it, because there's not going to be one solution for it. Because VA is awesome, but it's horrible at the same time.
So it's like let your fingers do the walking, you know?
I mean, kinda. Let your credit score do the walking, maybe. I don't
Casey, you could do.
It used to be an old saying, "Let your fingers do the walking."
Capitalize on how they can get into a home without a down payment, and then they can, like a duplex, renovate, refinance, and then they can buy another one and relocate. That it's like a whole Burr thing. That's a good one.
And VA. You know, have you ever seen any of the VA rehab loans?
Yeah, I've seen them, and I've seen VA without the rehab loan with like the there's two versions of it, right? There's one where you're like under a certain number in renovations, and then another one you're like that's like expedited, and then there's a different one.
Yep. And it follows the same idea, same guy, the same thing as like the rural development loans, but with the VA, it's got that streamlined Earl refi where there's no documentation at all.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
They have a good path to like house hacking as a veteran. They really do.
Well, so when you look at like their certificate of their VA certificate, their COE, they have a decreasing amount of increasing amount of down payment they have to use depending on how many VA loans they have. But you can still get into like 3 or 4 properties with relatively low down payments. The danger on that is that it's easy to overdebt yourself. Like, yeah, I started this real estate portfolio. Oh shit, I'm on deployment all the time. I don't have time to maintenance my properties. I've got too many properties now. Like, oh, congratulations on all your houses. Well, shit, I can't handle them. Like, so like the ease is almost part of the problem. But when you look at the number of veterans that qualify for community seconds, like the Boston Federal Home Loan gives a forgivable $15,000 towards down payment or closing cost, and it's eligible like all of New England. But not many people use it because they don't know how to work within the income limits, and that the money runs out periodically as well. So knowing how to like look for that stuff is what I would eventually coach them into, but being careful with the fact that VA will actually over debit you really easy. Did you know that there's no debt ratios on a VA loan, and there's no
Yeah, we can talk about this boring stuff. I'll go with you into that space if you want.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah. 2 things. 1, sorry, I started to go off and dominate. 2, at 6 o'clock, it's time for me to go do this talky talk in the right place, the right space.
They do like their appraisals are so brutal though. That's what they try to prevent.
Dude,
So they try to prevent the property from having work to be done so that hopefully the house is already all set. Yeah, I'll go with you, man. I don't know where you're going.
The appraisal come back as is or subject to. That's when you know. All right. I'll see you guys later on.
What's going on, Kappa? Capadonna. Capital.
What's going on, brother?
That means large letters, you know? Capital, not common.
How you feeling today? Alive?
Yet alive.
Mm.
It's a long day.
Alive, but are we vital?
What part of Christianity is that? What book are you reading now? Have you got all the way to Revelation, dude, already?
No. It's actually from this other audio book I've been listening to. I think it's written by the same guy. It's called the Power of Your Vision. And it's basically
Wait,
about
the
like
same guy who wrote the Bible?
No. This
Yeah, man, he had a whole bunch of books.
it was a man. Plot twist. But no, I think it was Robert A. Russell. Well, actually, I don't think it was actually because this guy was a 15-year-old kid who discovered how to solve the Rubik's Cube in less than 2 minutes. Back when he's like the one who invented life is like a Rubik's Cube.
Is the book called The World's Biggest Loser?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure.
Let me go. Fuck, I gotta go on YouTube now, man.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Dude, that narrator voice is somewhat soothing, you know, when I'm working.
Which narrator voice?
It's like the same one the Zen Mind was in.
Oh, isn't it great? Dude, when I find an audiobook narrator that I like, I hunt down books. Like there's this guy, Frank Mueller, and he voiced all of the Stephen King Dark Tower series books, or at least a good portion of them. And man, he's such a good narrator. It's scary.
It's by David DeAngelis. I don't know if you're familiar with who that is.
Well, I mean, he has the proper name to be writing those books.
Yeah, David DeAngelis.
The Angels of David.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Could be worse.
It says, show what you want with the power of intention and imagination. It's about like correlating.
Yeah. Did you ever listen to that Beyond Positive Thinking?
No, but I downloaded it. Today was a
okay.
Today was a tad bit of a weird day.
You're gonna love it. What happened today?
Me and my brother worked together, and he got fired. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he was like the boss, but it was a tricky situation. Kind of brought it on himself to some degree.
Does he see his role in things, or is he still? No. Is it too fresh for him right now?
No. He doesn't think like you or I. I tried to I made it my life's mission, but it's kind of like one of those things that Jordan Peterson talks about. I've kind of limited my expectation in the conversations that we have. I've definitely seen my rhetoric at least somewhat. There's only so much you could avoid something become a part of you when some asshole like me is just constantly jamming the positivity down your throat.
It's also like you can't get ready for someone else.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what are you going to do? Put on their pants for them and help them put on their fucking underwear? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
They'll put on their pants when they're ready to put on their pants. That's not your pants. And maybe they want to walk around the house naked. Who are you to stop them? Your rights end at the tip of their dick. Whatever. It's a legal term. Precedent.
Oh man, I really like what you said. You can't put someone else's pants on for them. Yeah, it's gonna start. I have to walk around with that ideology in my head, just replaying.
Here's the thing: if you want to help people that don't have access to pants. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's that whole it's kind of that missionary thing where it's like, hey, why'd you go on a mission to spread the gospel? It was like, well, why don't you spread it locally where you are? And then the person said, well, the reason I go on a mission is because imagine you have two people who are in the ocean and they're drowning. One person has access to the life preserver within reach, and one person doesn't. Which one do you throw the life preserver to?
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying that I'm for or against missionaries, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Somebody fucking clips his face and then it gets cut off, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, you know what I mean? All of a sudden canceled, Alt-right-wing missionary.
Give it some time. Once they catch up to like
man,
certain keywords, they're just gonna be like shut down. The whole space is gonna get shut down. We're gonna go to find you, and the whole account's gonna be banned.
Here's the craziest thing, though. So you know that Zealous app?
That's the app you're using to archive and store the voices, right?
So if you go back to the group and click on the link, it actually went back retroactively, and it identified all the speakers from all the shows we did for the past 3 months.
Without
me even entering them. I didn't go one by one and enter it. It just crawled it, indexed it by speaker. So if you want to go to Kappa, you could just go to the space, click on your name, bang. Everything's there from the past 3 months. It's already done, dude.
They're showing you how it's about to happen.
It's happening right in front of our eyes.
Slowly easing the tip in.
Yo, you missed it. You missed it today, Kappa. Like Poke Guru, you missed the funniest space ever.
Oh shit! I thought it's usually nonsensical. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that was the funny part. So Quinn comes, right?
Oh, Quinn.
Yeah. So Quinn comes, and there's this guy from Ireland, Joda. He's a well-meaning guy, right?
Oh yeah,
well-meaning guy. You understand, right?
And so Iron Man shows up.
Yeah, yeah, you understand. This is pretty funny. So the first thing Joda says to him is like, "Hey, Quinn, have you ever heard of this battle rapper, XYZ?"
What did Quinn say?
And he's like, "Yo, man, how come you didn't ask me about books? I've been listening to you talk to all these people. You never asked them about who their favorite rapper is. How come you asked me who my favorite rapper is?
Oh,
I didn't want you to talk to me about books." And then for the next 2 hours, it was amazing.
They talked about why Yoda didn't ask the question of books.
No, Joda kept trying to double down on the rapper, right? And he couldn't. Yeah. So that was the funny part. So it's Joda and Quinn talking to each other, and it was pretty amazing.
The adventure. That almost sounds like a tale, doesn't it? The Adventures of Joda and Quinn.
Yeah, right.
And that's when Joda looked to Luke Skywalker and said, "Do or do not. There is no try."
Amazing. Yeah, gorgeous.
Fucking
absolutely gorgeous.
Combustion over here. Oh boy. Yeah, I've been using my buddy's hotspot to post from the Win the War account.
Yeah, congratulations on attracting Ron.
Oh, Ron? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because he responded to one of the things.
Yeah, I know. I'm nervous about how to react on certain account, like on the account itself.
Oh, it's a lot of responsibility, though. You should be worried about it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair.
Zach will tell you he doesn't care, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't, think twice.
Yep.
Right? You don't want to be completely out of I'm out of pocket on here, but this is my account. I wouldn't just flip on Win the War and start talking this shit. You know what I mean? Right?
Listen, you don't know shit until you dodge bullets like it counted for your life.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here with this life coaching shit. What you need to do is wake up and slap that piece of chicken out of your hand, except, you know what I mean?
In the future, I see Zach. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you understand.
Yeah. In the future, I see Zach deploying 1,000 little robots with human hands that come through your window and slap you in the face to wake you up.
Oh, you mean like Zachbot?
Yeah, like Zach. Yep, like Zachbot.
Zachbot? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And then you'd be like, "Hey, use that precision and make me a sandwich." And you'd be like, "Nah, I don't want to make you a sandwich. Make me a sandwich, Zachbot."
Put it in my tummy and take the sandwich.
Yeah. Now, fucking drone it close to my face. I'm just gonna move my mouth and take a bite. All right, now. Zachbot was not meant for this. Shut up, Zachbot. Teach you to make me do push-ups at 5 a.m.
Now watch me eat this sandwich, bitch.
It's so funny because like in the morning, Zach will kick your ass, and in the evening, like you get back at Zachbot.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is a good tale, bro. Dan, are you taking notes? And Dan did not respond.
He caught it earlier. Yeah, it was audio gold for sure.
Well, this
check one, check 2, check 1, check.
Oh, the microphone is in.
What am I being called to this? You did the whole Candyman thing. You said Dan in the mirror 3 times. I'm here. What is it?
Oh,
Biggie Smalls.
Kappa in the house. Kappa, what's the wisdom of the day, my friend? I need you to give me 20 seconds on the unity of mankind and how it will go indivisible in man's end.
The power is in the people, and it always has been with the people. When you get out of your door, when you're leaving your house in the morning and you look at your neighbor, do you wave and say hi? Or do you say, fuck this guy? He doesn't know what I'm going through each day. Until he looks at you and he gives you a gentle smile and waves. This provokes you to think maybe I'm being an ass. So you go over and you apologize for your thoughts, and he says, that's okay. I had the same thought yesterday. Boom.
Dude, that is good. You know, I gotta say, we got a pretty good act there where I just show up and put you on the spot and you just execute, man. That's nicely done, dude.
Kappa, can I ask you, can you explain the thread that you wrote? Because you wrote it as in text, but imagine we took it to voice. So can you explain just like verbally that thread?
Yeah.
I retweeted everything, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thread itself was just to like the reason I wrote it was to let people know that there's good people here on Twitter, and that it's more than just a platform to be used to endlessly scroll and consume content, rather than connect with individuals, share ideas, find people with common beliefs, maybe contradicting beliefs that help you contemplate yours. And that there's a whole different side of this world. You know, I see so many people use Twitter, and then I bring up Twitter Spaces, and they're like, "What the hell is a Twitter Space?" And I'm like, "Well, you do know Twitter is more than just a consumption platform. Like there's somewhat of a secret power to Twitter that I've unlocked through my experience." And yeah, that's pretty much why I wanted to write it. I wanted to let people know that there's spaces where they can find friends and even find people that help change their views and really help change their life.
Kappa opened the door and whisked into the living room. Like this? Michael said, no, you got to do that again. Kappa went back into the kitchen. He was trying out for Risky Business, Part 7. He was trying to get the slide just right. He had his right socks. The hardwood floors were shined perfectly. Michael had the camera set up. All right, Kappa, one more time. On 3, 2, 1. Kappa swung in there and squished across the floor. All right, that's the take. You could do that, man. You could do the Risky Business slide. Have you ever done that before?
Risky Business slide?
Yeah, in the movie Risky Business. Is it Risky Business? No. Is it Risky Business? I think it might be Risky Business. Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise basically slides across the screen because he's getting down with somebody, right, or something like that. Anyways, you got to do the slide. It's part of your, I don't know, it's part of your arc, isn't it? Michael, isn't it part of his arc?
Tell him what he's supposed to do.
Are you talking about like Lauren's arc?
Well, that could be. Wait a minute. Are we saying that Kappa's arc is going into Lauren's arc? Wait a minute.
Yeah, because Zach is first admiral of Lauren's arc, right? I heard.
Wow. I mean, I was just getting into the whole Mercury's retrograde, but man, I'm getting lost here.
Plot twist.
We have
Sorry,
like 6 more days
a round of
before
golf.
we get out.
I didn't see what.
No.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Zach.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I don't know. I just came in and someone said I'm first admiral of something. I don't know what that means.
Well, we've had quite the day, Zach.
Sorry, I was golfing.
Well, I was at the beach for most of it, but we're here now.
Oh, look at me. I'm so fancy. I was golfing. Oh, I was golfing. I'm Zach. I was golfing.
It's
Did you
called
have a golf cart?
self-care. It's called self-care, and it's one of the tenets of the warrior. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is a made-up concept.
Tenets of the warrior or self-care.
The warrior one.
Self-care. That shit's a fucking myth. No, I'm just kidding.
Doesn't your 11 love say something about loving the warrior?
You read my stuff? That's really cute.
Yeah.
Look, Zach has it posted on his wall. He looks at it when he squats.
I have a dossier on all of you motherfuckers.
But you were very thorough. You're very thorough with reading my stuff.
Yeah, he squats and then he looks at the script, and that's what gets him up. It's like, oh, I see the script. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yo boys, I gotta.
That's the power of threads. Yeah.
Boys and girls, I must drop out for like 10 minutes, really quick. Just gotta run the dog out.
Why are
Yeah, we let the dogs out. Kappa. Kappa. Sorry.
Michael, pop up here. When are you coming, Michael?
I already did twice today, Lauren.
That's not what I meant, Zach. What did you do? Come when you like. Jesus.
I hope someone's laughing at that other than me because I thought that was really funny.
Oh, Goldie's laughing. Michael, I've been here since Saturday, and I must say the beaches they feel so different. When will you be here?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I was on my headphones. I will be there on September 2nd.
Yay! It'll be a
Hell
reunion.
yeah! I saw the posted the Bitcoin meetup or whatever. When is that?
I haven't scheduled it, but I can schedule one for when you're back in town.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, where should we have it?
Oh shoot, I haven't been there in 4 years. You got to scope an area out and.
I know. That's how I feel. There's like it's so different.
When was the last time you were there?
Me and Michael went to high. I mean, I came for Christmas, but I haven't like gone out, and so I've been exploring the last few days, and everything's different. Like everything.
Yeah, I'm
Me and
interested to
Michael
see
went
what
to
it's
high
like.
school together, guys. Just so y'all know.
What's going on, Michael? Also, Michael. I'm
Hey,
sure
how's
you
it?
get that a lot.
What was that?
I'm also Michael.
Oh.
Sure you get that a lot.
Yeah. So, how old are you?
I'm amazing. I'm alive. Right out of the bars, right out of the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering, like, you know, I'm mid 30s, and yeah, I feel like the newer generations don't have the problem of having. Of having.
I'm 39.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, our generation, growing up, like, school, you had at least 3 Michaels in a class.
Yeah.
So
So they used to use my last name, which is Jagdeo. Jagdeo. So that's what they used to call me instead, because it was
so awkward. My husband's name is Michael. My father's name is Michael. Like, fuck.
Am I the youngest of all you motherfuckers?
How old are you?
I mean, I would say early 30s.
Me and Michael, with the angel Michael, we graduated high school the same year.
Yeah, but I mean, at any point, someone could be gifted and be super young and
That's
graduate
true.
the same year
Well,
as
I
others.
feel very young. I am 36.
So we could be like the Generation X from like WCW.
Yeah.
Can we just have that be like a quiz question to get into the syndicate? Like, who was the original members of NWA?
Well, it's NWA and then there's NWO. Maybe we can have two separate questions. Yeah. And if they mix them up, no, like that could be the options. Like we could give the NWA members as one of the options and see how many people pick it. All right, attention to detail is important. So I'm sorry, Lauren. Today was a bit of no. Today happened the way it was supposed to happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. I think the most interesting part was that Sandra was in the same place as the other lady. And then Allie was like, what about if they were wing women? And I thought that was kind of interesting.
Super interesting.
Well, she didn't follow up with me, but if she wants to, I followed her, so whatever.
Sandra, you left our group chat. What happened?
I got kicked out for immoral behavior. I don't know what I did, but it was dirty and sleazy, and I loved it.
Twitter kicked you out?
I have no idea.
Either that or somebody blocked her. If someone blocked her, then she'd get kicked out.
Oh, you're saying if someone in the chat blocked Sandra?
Well, I got pissy and I blocked somebody. I don't know if that would do it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yep. Well, then it was me. Damn it. So can you stick me back in, I guess? I was just being a dick, you know.
Am I an asshole if I want to start unfollowing all the people that I follow?
Why would you do that? And no one really cares. Like, you know what I mean?
Clean up my news feed.
You know, honestly, I found a script that would unfollow all 1,500 people I was following. It was the best thing I ever did. I'm telling you. Start from scratch again. Change your life.
Does your news feed just like, is it super like bare, or does it just recommend a bunch of bullshit to you?
So what I do is like, when you run the script, it's like I'm not sure if you've ever inspected an element of a page, but you can basically look at the HTML of a page. And if you edit the code, it'll actually change the page. It's friggin' wild. But anyways, if you use this inspect element of a page, you can run a script that just mass unfollows everyone one after another, and you feel like your heart is lifting after every unfollow. Like you have no idea how much the mental lift will be. And then the thing is, like, even if you just follow the people like in the group chat, you'd have enough of a thing because it suggests, other people that would be good for you to follow as well. And so with like 10 clicks, you'd have like 100 people back that you really want to follow. Yeah, that's why I only have like, 300, I'm following 300 people. Yeah, I'm good.
You're a purist. You cleaned all these people out of your life.
Oh my God. And the thing is, like, it's life is kind of like an expanding and a contracting in a lot of ways.
True that.
Hey, Michael.
Mm.
Or the other Michael?
Oh, other Michael.
Yeah.
What's up?
Howard. Do you want to do cheat shows or something?
Do what?
Do you want to do like the meetup at like cheat shows or something?
Yeah, that would be cool. Which cheat shows, down the oceanfront or offshore drive?
I don't know. Well, I'm staying at the oceanfront. I live at the oceanfront.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. We can you guys can like, you and Drew can meet me at my house and we can like ride bikes or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yay, it'd be fun.
We got an orange pill Drew though.
Easy, done. Mike, Modest Yahoo's playing on 31st Street tonight.
Oh, nice. I saw them here in Waikiki about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I miss doing like concerts at the beach.
Yeah, no, I love shows. It was sucked for 2 years here when they like shut down everything and there was no shows, but now they're coming back. So
How long are you here for?
just like a week.
All right, so give me a day and I'll get it scheduled on Meetup.
All right, yeah. You think? I guess it depends on. I imagine most people would be most available during the weekend, but so maybe that Saturday, like on the 3rd.
Okay, let's do September 3rd. Done.
Amazing. All right, Lauren. We didn't make it happen, but we did make it happen.
What happened?
So we want to. You know what the thing is? The jury's still out because we haven't had the space with Peter, because we discovered that Peter is single.
Mike was trying to use me for a test theory.
That's the way he works. Everyone's you arrived in his lab and you're part of the experiment.
I'm part of an experiment of like dating AI or something.
Yeah, but Lauren, you've always been pretty. You're up for that. You're up for that.
What do you mean I'm up for? What does that mean, Dan?
I'm just saying that like you always like are the first person to talk when you get on stage and stuff. It's not like you're quiet. So.
Oh, like I'm just down. Like yeah, whatever. Let's give it a shot.
I think I actually think Lauren would do great in the voice acting.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trust
Totally.
me.
Oh,
Kind of like an attention all shoppers. No, I'm just kidding. I could do that though. Attention all shoppers. Attention all shoppers. Lane 5 is not available. Lane 4 is not available.
I like when we do like the impromptu storytelling things.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's how I met Dan.
Well, I just like arrived in a room and you're like, oh yeah, well here's this guy. This is what we do. And I was like, what? It was funny. It was fun doing improv though in rooms. I like that. I mean, it's helping me speak more. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna invite my buddy. He's from Harlem. His name is Rommel, and we started doing Twitter Spaces with him. And he's like a really, really experienced Dungeons and Dragons master. And so we just used to have fun with like Mahat and some of the other people here, and he would just like walk us through. And we didn't use all of the rules. You know what I mean? So we didn't get bogged down and like, oh, you're not supposed to do 2 over 5, 6. And we're like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Right? You know, we were just look, we can go to Google and we can, you know what I mean? If you just type in like 36-sided dice, you'll get it, right? So we like roll a die, we'll figure out what the thing is, right? And we're like, hey, can you just keep track of all the numbers? Thanks, that would be great. Because we could give a shit about the numbers, right? We're just trying to make up stories as we go along. But he was a great DM. All right, so we saw it. Let me see. He's so smart, dude. Dude, this guy is so smart. Do you understand how this guy wrote a manual based on the bag of holding that would allow you to like have all of these godlike powers. So he wrote this manual that went like viral, like Reddit viral. You know what I mean? On how to trade up from this bag of holding to create a portal and do all this stuff, and people got mad at it. And somebody did the green text 4chan thing where it's like Just one of those posts, and so it went viral. Anyways, yeah, what's going on, Troy? Oh, this should be interesting, actually. No, I think for
Everyone
sure,
knows 4chan. It's lore at this point.
for sure, Troy is taken, right? Hey, Troy, clap if you're single. Heart if you're taken. Clap if you're single, heart if you're taken. So, oh, peace means you're leaving?
No, peace means he's got options.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Well,
Damn.
I have a new idea if y'all want to hear it real
Yeah,
quick.
let's do it.
Okay. So someone sent me an article last night about this poor guy who, and I say poor, but what I mean by that, I find the whole situation unfortunate. So this woman and this guy were dating, and they had consensual vagina sex, but when he tried to do anal, she like freaked out and reported him to the police, and he's being prosecuted for rape, basically. So I was thinking of coming up with some sort of, it reminded me of an app I saw on Upload. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, good. Okay, so there's a show called Upload where there's actually you have to consent to sex on an app that also rates you before having sex. So I'm thinking, well, this guy would have been in way better shape and not be in a court situation if there is like an app called Consensual, where people belong to Consensual, and when they're contemplating having sex with the other person, they do the same sort of thing. They hit buttons for various options and go for it.
Oh,
Then it sounds kind of freaky, but when you think about it, what I mean by that is like maybe overly burdensome. But when you think about how guys get in so much trouble these days because of toxic feminists and all the other sorts of issues out there these days, I think maybe it would be something that would actually be helpful. What do you think?
That sounds good on the surface, but it sounds like it would just ruin the whole courtship game. Like I think there was a college a couple years ago I heard that tried something like that, but it was on paper. You had to like sign a consent form before you even kissed.
Well, this would be an app and people could decide,
So it's kind of like you're sitting there with somebody, right? Like I just picture it like you're sitting there on a date with someone and you're like really feeling it, right? and then what? You just pull out your app and you're like, ding, and they get a notification. So and so wants to kiss you. Ding, so and so wants to fuck you. Like that would be so funny.
It would make it fun, but then there would have to be like sub options, like what sort of thing you're willing to do. And...
Ding.
Right. Can you imagine the notification? She could be like, ooh, notifications for different things.
Yeah, that would be so, like, I guarantee you, like, the girl would get the notification from the guy, like, within, like, 5 seconds, right? Like, the guy would be like, ding, yep, I want to fuck her. And the girl would be like,
yeah,
let me ask him questions. Like, it would take much longer.
Yeah, really, wouldn't it? Right. But, times have changed from when I was in, high school. I mean, look at Teen Vogue and, some of the things they're printing now, and Cosmo magazine. A lot of this stuff sounds far-fetched to perhaps, people over a certain age group, but I bet to others it doesn't. The fact that I saw a very similar thing on this show Upload tells me it's only a matter of time before it's going to be out there somewhere.
I think that would just be so funny and awkward.
It would be, but it would solve the ultimate problem for someone who's concerned that 30 seconds upon penetration they're going to be hauled into a cop situation and then to jail and then arraigned, indicted, and so forth and so on for something that was so spur of the moment, and then so much not.
They should call it just the tip.
That is phenomenal, right? But anyway, it's a half lighthearted, half serious idea based on this article. I have to wonder how often people worry about that sort of thing.
Boy, is it hard juggling so many women at the same time?
I don't know. Zach, what do you think about this? Oh, Viking's here. Hi, Viking.
Oh, hey, Viking.
Hey guys, so
You would love this topic.
I want to introduce you to Gin of Coolness. He's the DM that I told you about, and it's so fun going through scenarios with him because he's so open-minded, and he's awesome from Harlem. So, you know what I mean? He can keep it real. So Dan, yeah, if we wanted to do more exploration, like Gin of Coolness, we'll give him a follow. We have so much fun.
Yep.
And dude, he also took it to the space where we have this interactive screen where we're all like in Final Fantasy world, and it's nuts.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to have to do something like that, do a live room like that, have a couple people on the stage playing, and then also have AI artists in the channel as well doing art in the channel, so they sort of fill in the as the DM describes the scene, basically fills in the art. That would be kind of cool. Same thing with like if you have some of the people on the AI art tools, right? They can, or like the music tools. It'd just be fun to sort of
it's almost like a swarmed co-creation in real time, because if somebody knows how to, like if you just got Casey would use Wombo all day long, right? In real time.
Yeah. And it would be it would sort of be like a almost like a 24-hour or 12-hour sort of like dungeon jam where you would go in first level characters, sort of like however you would want to sort of do it, but keep it simple, because you're trying to do flow and conversation more than you're trying to do the parameters of whatever, you know what I mean? You're not being too strict. It's more about conversation. And then I'd love to talk to them about scenarios to sort of test, so we can sort of do more of Syndicate D&D, meaning that you're playing the game, but there's also a cultural, or maybe there's a metaphorical twist. Maybe this map is less about the monsters you're playing. It's more about the choices you made and what order. And then what it allows you to do is sort of do like a, after the Talking Dead kind of thing. You can sort of do a show afterwards where you talk about the choices that you made and how that reflects to what you're doing in XYZ. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's the next, these are all parts of the new expression, the new medium of engagement, which I think are really cool.
Yeah, I think he'll pop back in. Dude,
yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, really cool, dude. Really smart, dude. I was like, what do you mean your Reddit manual went viral? And the thing is, like, if you don't know anything about D&D, like, the explanation goes totally over your head. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it took me a while to understand. Huh?
I just got introduced to the Wandering Dude plan.
From. Oh, you meant talking about just living in a universe where there's like hit points and stuff?
Yeah. Remember how Rommel used to host the D&D thing on Twitter Spaces? Yeah. And the thing is, like, in the beginning, I was like, hell no, I'm not going to play D&D. Are you what? Right? Like, do you want to fight? You know what I mean? How dare you ask me to play D&D? I'm like, am I that much of a loser? That's how I felt in the beginning. I'll be completely honest with you. Right? It felt like the nerdiest shit in the world. In a lot of way it is. But it is a lot of fun.
Zach closed the door and walked across the terrace. From here, you guys can see the access point. You go up along that ridge, you walk up there, and you go all the way over there. In the shack is Web 3. He's been held up there for 17 hours. Everyone turned to Zach. Why did Zach suddenly have a kind of New York accent? You guys will be fine. Zach, are you feeling okay? What do you mean? You sound different, man. I don't know. I'm changing inside. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking. I'm walking here. Crackers.
We live in a
Hey,
society.
hey, I'm just gonna go get myself a coffee, okay? Y'all
That
just hang
that
tight.
is the country is that's the country is New England. What the hell?
No, it's
What
coffee.
the hell, Lauren?
Coffee is New York.
Why are you talking like that?
Like what?
I'm walking here. I'm walking
Like
to get a
that.
coffee.
Get him some
The worst
coffee.
is New Yorkers that say the worst is the New Yorkers that say bagel. Looking at you, Sandra.
Viking, come say hi.
Yeah, I'm from South Jersey. We're all
South Jersey.
Jersey or Jersey.
Oh, what's up?
Jersey. From South
What's up,
Jersey.
guys?
What's up, Viking?
Oh, just another day. How's everybody?
Doing good. Getting settled.
Yeah, I was listening. I played D&D only once, and then I lost touch with all my friends, and that was it. Everybody did their own thing, their life. People having kids and careers and all that shit, and lost touch with all of them pretty much. I mean, talk to them maybe like once a year or some bullshit like that. And it's funny because we're not even that far away from each other, but it's just like people move on, man. Life doesn't stop for anybody. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Is everyone just being quiet, or is my phone fucked
No,
up?
we're being like a moody element, in my opinion. Here,
I'm
Making barbecue ribs, so I'm just enjoying the moment.
I hate when there's that level of silence where I just like.
I guess you can't hear me.
It hurts.
Hey, Zach, you couldn't hear Viking?
No,
Yo,
not
what's
at all.
up, guy? What's up, Zach?
Oh.
Can you hear me, Zach? Yo, Zach, what's up, bro? You can hear me or nah?
Are they still speaking? Because I don't hear anything.
Man, here's the thing. Zach has a racist Twitter. He doesn't like.
Whoa!
Hey, Zach,
Yeah.
can you hear Web 3?
Previously, you associated me with incels, and now this. I'm offended.
Yeah, it gets better. Isn't that weird though? Like, why can't he hear you?
It's because I'm fucking Cuban, bro.
Oh, even worse. Man, what are you gonna do? I'm
It's weird.
Guyanese.
It's funny how that shit works, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
weird. Sometimes, I mean, this isn't the first time this happened. It's not because I'm Cuban or whatever. It's just because, like, Twitter's weird, man.
Troy, do you get that? You just like come in a room and people would just like walk away. Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, a life in a black guy, but I can say that.
That's funny. Troy, what major state are you walking on this week?
What'd you say?
What international superstar stage are you walking on this week?
I'm not going anywhere until inbound, so I am just enjoying not doing anything, but just getting my ducks in a row, trying to grow this business, good lord, and make really good ribs tonight.
Oh, I like ribs. Do you do dry rub or you smoke them or do you put them on the barbecue?
I'm mostly a griller. Basically, I would love to try a smoker. I haven't done it yet, but I feel like if I had one, I would be one of those people.
Yeah, it's like delayed gratification for smoking. Takes a lot of time, patience, but at the end, you get a better product. But at the end of the day, if you're hungry, fuck that, grill that shit. Let's fucking go.
100%. I am starving, so it's like the third or fourth. No, I think it's the fourth night in a row I've cooked because the wife got a new job. So it's just like I'm in like in my mode of just like cooking and having a whole vibe. And she's just like, so you just gonna cook and you're not gonna let me cook? I'm like, I enjoy cooking. It's so dope because I'm always like working, so it's really cool. Kind of a different vibe for me right now.
Well, you've done something for me. You've changed my life because, to be honest with you, man, I haven't had rims in a while. But I'm setting that up now. Like doing a mental note. I really got to do that, man. I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's a possibility. Either Wednesday or Friday, I'll be doing some ribs, man. Thanks for that suggestion.
It's the power of Twitter Spaces, guys. You know.
I want like a Zoom. I want like a Zoom invite so we can just like cook ribs together.
Can we do that? Can we have a Syndicate show on Zoom one night? I feel like that would be so fun.
Syndicate potluck. Let's go.
That would be
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'll do that.
Yeah, let's do a Syndicate potluck on Zoom.
Yeah.
But like, if you all don't have the same avatars, it's gonna throw me the heck off.
No, I'm gonna be wearing the avatar because I
No,
have
we
to.
can't wear the avatar. We have to dox.
We have to dox.
We have to dox.
We have to reveal each other one at a time and guess how much we're close to their avatar is.
I think me and Sandra's is going to be pretty easy.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Technically, I have the hardest time with Web3, I imagine. And Fcam would have. It'd be interesting if Fcam was like his profile picture. That'd really blow me away.
It would be fun to play like match, right? Like match the person to the avatar.
Oh, right. Even more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't eat your dinner until you match the right person to the right avatar.
God.
Oh
Well,
man,
you
stakes are
you
high.
can't hear the voice either because if you hear the voice, you'll know.
Yeah, like you just have to like kind of like Jeopardy where you write down the name and then you hold it up and like whoever holds it up first or something. That would be so fun. Let's do it.
I like it.
Can you say it again? My Twitter's fucking up.
Yeah, so we're going to have a Syndicate on Zoom. And we have to match the person to the avatar and you can't eat your dinner until you match everyone correctly.
Yeah, see, that stuff doesn't fly. This whole, yeah, you can't eat dinner, whatever. You gotta wear that leash. Come on.
You gotta wear that leash.
That's all she wants. She wants to get everyone on camera. Let everyone get all the boys get on camera.
It's so funny.
Okay, you all have your onion rings. All right, and no one
This
can have
isn't
an
the
onion ring until I
dictatorship
say
ban.
so.
Okay, now all the boys take their shirts off.
Yeah, okay, now everyone use one onion ring and use the
It's
other
the
ring as a
Matthew
cock ring.
McConaughey show, yeah.
Just slide it over. Go ahead. Is it okay? All right, Zach, we'll give you a few minutes.
You sound like an old Jewish woman.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I never
Hey, if
said
I
that
get you
it was
down,
wrong.
then I'll get you up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to mind you put it.
Oh,
Mike,
she's a Jewish woman from the hood.
Yeah.
Dan, you need to start naming these fucking characters because these. I honestly think we could do 2 hours of just Dan doing characters and put it on Spotify, and we could make bank.
Well, this is Luann. We've always had a Luann. It's important because it's Lou and Ann at the same time. Plus, you can say things like Luann. You can scream it. It sounds awesome when you scream it. And also, when you walk into a club and you say, "I have a table for two under Luann," and when they look at you and go like, "Is that a man?" You go, "Motherfucker, I told you Luann." You know what I'm saying? And ask me anything. Go ahead, Zach. I like you. I like Marines. You're scruffy. You probably have good hands. You have good hands?
Don't
I
ever
can't
call
be
me
with
a
somebody
Marine,
that's
you
got like Jewish
motherfucker.
hands.
He's in the
I can't
army.
be with another Jew. Look, what do you got for hands there? Can you send me a picture of your hands?
Luann wishes she could have my hands.
Yeah, and then just small things. I want a picture of your hands, and then I need to see
my
you
hands are
you
small?
walk upstairs. Pay attention to me, boy. I need a fixed camera, okay, backside of you, and just go up some stairs. There you go. Okay, you turn around and go back down. There you go. All right, now try that again. Go back. Okay, now look at me like you're
All right, well,
pissed.
I have a few questions.
Go up.
I have a few questions. First and foremost, Viking, what are you bringing to the potluck?
Ribs.
Nice. Zach, what are you bringing to the potluck?
Oh,
Spotted dick.
Fuck yeah. Why is it spotted?
yeah, spotted
I
dick
don't
is
know. That's
fire.
just what the British call it.
Well, thank God it's a potluck and not in person, because that sounds like you need some ointment or something. Dan, what do you bring to the potluck?
Some ointment.
Well, I would probably bring a lot of things. I would bring, for example, I would not bring like a canned potato salad because that has killed people before at buffets, and I don't want to hurt anyone. So I would probably bring like what's my favorite dish? Maybe a smoothie.
Dan,
Yeah,
can
maybe a
Luann's can
smoothie
you
or a
have
12-piece sandwich with
can
double
you have
bacon.
Luann say I'm moister than an oyster?
I'm moister than an oyster. Come over. Who wants to touch me? Is that what you wanted me to say? I can get down better than anyone here in the room because I'm truly free in my words of wisdom.
Mary and Joseph.
And I like
Michael, what do you bring to the potluck?
Michael, what's your favorite position? Go ahead.
I'd bring some tacos.
Well, I've been in a taco position before. It's difficult.
I look at the Jewish dominatrix.
Yeah. Okay, Zach, get over here. Hold on a second. I gotta take this call. No. No, Fitz, I can't help you right now. No, Fitz, I can't help you, man.
Dan.
What? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead,
Can you
Lauren.
say can you
Escúchame,
say
negro, yo no voy a hacer eso. Oh
can you
shit!
say
Sorry.
a hickey from Kanicki's like a Hallmark card?
You're gonna have to slow that down for me there, South Carolina.
A
Can you
hickey
say that a
from
little slower?
Kanicki's like a Hallmark card.
You gave me a hickey like a Hallmark card. Now stick it in my
No.
ass. Wait, is that what you wanted? I'm sorry.
A hickey from Kanicki's like a Hallmark card.
I don't.
Olivia
Michael, I'm
Newton-John,
having
rest
a
in
hard
peace.
time with these people. Do you know them?
Jackie, what are you bringing to the potluck?
A Rice Krispie treat rendition.
Yum. Mike, what are you bringing to the potluck?
Wait. What's your favorite country cereal?
Ooh. Oh, there's so Honey Bunches of Oats. Wait, no.
Corn nuts. I love corn.
Corn nuts is
I love
not a country
nuts.
cereal. Honey Bunches of Oats is a super good crispy treat rendition.
That sounds
Crispy
good.
treat rendition sounds like a special kind of happy ending, Jackie. I
Ooh,
would
I like
revise those
Chex.
words.
I like when you make Chex Mix with the chocolate and the powdered sugar.
Oh, are you talking about like puppy chow or whatever?
Metaphor,
Yes.
metaphor, and metaphor. Continue.
I got wrecked off of the Rice Krispies one time. I
Hell
was on
yeah.
a, yeah, no, like in a bad way. Like I
Oh.
can't eat. I cannot eat it. I got really sick
Did
off
it
of
go
it.
through your nose? Have you ever had like milk go through your nose because you're laughing so much?
No,
Oh, you
but
never lived, huh?
no,
It's a
you
shame.
get fucking seasick on a
Oh
fucking
my
boat.
god.
Eating Rice Krispies is a bad mix.
Sandra, what are you bringing to the potluck?
Sandra, what are you gonna bring?
I am going to make a vegan lasagna that is slow cooked in a slow cooker.
Nice. That sounds good.
How do you make vegan lasagna?
Yeah, how do you make that?
But yeah, you have to buy like lasagna noodles that have been pre-boiled, and then you slow cook everything in a slow cooker like regular lasagna.
But
Like
what do you
chocolate.
but what do you stuff it with though?
You can use chorizo for
veganism.
How
meat.
chorizo? Chorizo's not vegan.
Well, the kind that I have is.
Oh,
It's all vegan. Yeah, it'll be good.
Situation of veganness.
It'll be good.
I mean, yeah, like chorizo is meat, but yeah, if you have a chorizo that's like
There's a
vegan,
brand that I use in particular
Isn't
that's
that
like
like a
tofu,
sausage? Like
it's
a
like
thick
yeah, it's like a sausage.
sausage?
Yeah, it's like
Like
yes,
sausage.
super thick.
but it's ground. This is all
Oh, it's so thick.
well, that's a different sort of sausage.
Oh.
You have to talk to
Oh,
Don't be
about
so
that.
she said
selfish.
she'll take a bite.
Yeah.
Everybody,
No
just
nibble.
relax.
Troy, what are you
What?
bringing to the potluck?
I'm actually interested though. Like, is it like a tofu type of like chorizo or?
Not tofu. It's like a black bean based. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Probably something you can get local, I bet.
Well,
it sounds like something you can find local, maybe.
Oh, definitely.
I want espresso martinis for the pop.
Oh, tell me more.
What?
Yeah.
What? Really? What? How is that made?
Yeah. I'm like in one of those moods. Like I would love to have an espresso martini
I've
with
never had
extra
one.
Baileys. Oh, it's so
So
fucking
it
good.
has like caffeine in it?
Oh hell yeah! It's like a espresso martini. It's like the best of both worlds.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
I also used to make a very great.
I make it low carb though.
Oh,
And it's just so good. Like you just want to just like, ugh, it's so good.
I'm such a beer drinker. I love beer.
Way on down to the. I miss South Carolina kinda.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that's going. I hope it's going all right.
Yeah, it's going good. I mean, I've been playing at the beach. That's been really awesome. And I went to the ARE Center, which is where like Edgar. Okay. I went to the Edgar Casey Center, like where he has his headquarters. So that was pretty cool. We went night swimming last night. We got ice cream, saw the Ferris wheel, went to a concert. Been cooking, all kinds of stuff.
Lauren, you have to let me know if they still do the daily ESP tests there.
Oh, we need to go, Mike. We need to do that on top of like the Bitcoin meetup.
Yeah, that'd
Let's
be
go.
awesome. They used to do
I
it.
went.
I think they used to do it
That's the
like.
beach that I went to, because you know, like they say, like the crystals in the sand where the headquarters is the whole reason why Edgar Casey set it up there, and that's where like Nikola Tesla used to go to meet with him. Like, and he met with him over 900 times.
Yeah, every time I go for like a test or something, I somehow end up working for the military on black box projects. So I'm a hard no on that shit.
What?
Never mind.
oh yeah. I have to jump for a call. I'm not sure if you guys still want to hang out, but I never know a good way to exit.
I'll start a room.
All
Goodbye.
right, Lauren. I'll be waiting.
Okay, I'll do it now.
Oh, okay. So.